And welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. That's right. So, yeah, man, like I said, you don't already know about this, right? Like I said, everything we do is 100% legit, 100% official. Again, this chain right here cost over $1,000. This is what all them little homies that go to 6th Street can't get, right? Hold up real quick. Hey, what the hell? The hell happened to the chat comment? Yeah, the comment was just there. It resets itself because it's playing games, and now I don't see no comment in the chat. That's weird. Let me go out and back in one more time. Hold up. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? You see how this is what they do. Like I said, this is what YouTube does. This is what Google does. This is what all your corporate structure that satanic does is they start playing games. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, I just have a real need to make sense. You know what I'm saying? When people coming at me with anything, with the way that you come at me, you're gonna come correct. You don't have a choice. See, that's the thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you talking about. I'm not your discretion. What do you mean? That man has no jurisdiction. I do what I want to do. I run this company efficiently. I run everything efficiently that I do. I'm independent. So what do you mean? I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to do it. There's nobody who can question me or my tactics or whatever. This is unfound territory. I'm the pioneer. Nobody's ever done what I'm doing before, ever. And like I said, I'm the strongest man in the world. I'm not just running my mouth. I proved it every day in front of y'all. This is the strongest bicep in the world. Strongest man in the world. You looking at it, bull hard body. So what you mean? See, nobody's going to get online and try to talk greasy to the strongest man in the world because that's common sense. See, you're not built like that. You're not about that. That's not who you are. You need to be who you are. You understand? Like I said, and especially if you so-called women, you need to just stay in your place. You got to talk to men, right, man? Come on, bro. You ain't me. You ain't paid the dues I have. You couldn't walk in my shoes for an inkling of a millisecond. You feel that, cuzzy? What you mean? Huh? Sorry, but who's not real? Over here, we the realest of the real. I ain't never gotten on no camera and posed. I'm not playing no games. It's like I didn't play no games at any time, bro. Like what? It's the same thing I had to tell all those folks in that church group straight up. I told them all what it is. Like I'm not gonna sit here and play these games with nobody, bro. Feel me? Like that's the thing, bro. Y'all all trying to do the same thing. Like I said, that's why they was doing that fake talk because that came from the red triangles too. Like I said, like see that stuff is odd behavior, man, because we just live in our lives, you know what I mean? And people have a right in this country to live unabridged, right? Unbothered. and go on about your business and do your thing, man. Everybody's supposed to be working, grinding, getting up, trying to hustle, trying to get to this bread. Every day I work. There's something wrong with these people. They don't work, but they want to talk about matters and things that have nothing to do with them. That's not even possible. Now it's showing me the comment again. That's weird. See what I'm saying? I don't like your name, brother. So that's all. I don't like your name, man. Like I said, whatever name that you come with to this chat, just make sure that it's respectful to everybody. Make sure that it's a name that makes sense. See, I could tell who the troll accounts are real quick. Those are not trolls. Those are folks that can't get a grip on reality and have no business vested interest in my program, my business, my livelihood. They should have no interest in that. It doesn't concern you. What are you talking about? See, folks get online and they start trying to pretend they run in something when you don't run these companies. What do you mean? YouTube is a massive network, man. You know what I mean? They can try their hardest to suppress. They can have people like you that are working for them under the table, right? And you're not getting paid to do it. That's fine. But like I said, somebody put these people up to this. Somebody clearly probably does pay them a little bit and has hired them. And they're an actual task force that for the past, I don't know, like 2 decades has tried to stop me from succeeding, from working any job or doing anything. And I've got everything to show for it. I worked the entire time. You didn't stop nothing. So what are you talking about? Yeah, my words matter, partner. When I respond to something you say, you have to acknowledge my response. You notice how y'all can't have a conversation? Okay. Then that's why people don't conversate with you. Like I said, they're repetitive. They want to go around in a circle. I don't think like that, and the whole world doesn't. Nobody thinks that you make any coherent sense. So if you want to explain yourself, don't do it to me because you're banned from my network and from my program. Go do it to someone who cares. That's it, man. People just got to get over it and learn to move forward, man. When you speak, I'm a perfectionist. It has to make sense. You can't just talk to me from left field if you nobody and you ain't had no bank account with $300,000 in it. I'm not hearing nothing you talk about. If you ain't paid what I've paid in general and done what I've done, I'm not hearing a thing you say. Feel me? I could care less what you talking about. 530 on my wrist got you pissed. Look, look, look. Hold up. These folks want to talk about jewelry. Want to talk about jewelry. This chain cost over $1,000 easy. This is what all the little homies in 6th Street in Austin want to have. No, you won't see nobody wearing this. They'll have the fake little ones with the what do you call it? With the that are a little smaller, like a level down. Y'all talking about fake and real jewelry. You already know I've had real jewelry. You've been watching me for decades. You've seen all my real jewelry. I had diamond rings cost $5,000, bro. What do you mean? I got a $4,000 TV right here. What is you talking about, bro? Y'all know what I got. I got a $300 skateboard. I got 4 bicycles, all worth about $300 plus. Sorry, but what? I got mad inventory. Bat cycle cost $1,300. I ain't never lied. I ain't never made nothing up. My character is not in question. I have full credibility. I'm not here to talk about me. I was here to talk about the topics. But if people are going to be immature, let's get into it. We could do this all day because I'm going to get paid for it. I'm going to get paid to shine on you. 530 on my wrist got you pissed. That's a 530 top of the line Michael Kors watch. Everything I do official, boy. What you talking about? Huh? Yeah, people wish they looked like me. You wish you was a gangster like me. Ain't nothing fake over here, cuzzy. What you mean? This is who I really am. Now I try to clean it up for the YouTubes because this is like a TV screen, and I try to clean it up, and there ain't no more cleaning it up. I can't even hide how gangsta I am. So what's up? Hmm? And I get paid to do it. Yeah, it's real. Like I said, I'm the Batman. Everything's real over here. There ain't no fake stuff. Batman has no jurisdiction, and Batman just goes out and makes the world do what he wants. That's reality now, boy. Now you got to deal with that, boy. Come on, boy. Huh? Why are you trying to talk to me like I'm someone I'm not? Behind a computer? Like I said, let's have these conversations face to face, man. Why are you so scared of that, bro? That's not a big deal. What? To have a conversation? All right, because people know what they've done. They know that people ain't having it. They know any human would respond the same way. And they know people ain't going to take nothing or put up with nothing. We're not here for that. Quit playing with people online. Go on about your business. You understand? And that's it. This is a professional network, and you will come with respect when you walk into my business. Yeah. So see, what's happened here is you dealing with an actual, the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. I claim that. I 100% backed it up. I have all documents to prove that. Right. Right now, I'm still a self-made trillionaire in equity. right? All legal. I'll buy the books. I make all my money legally. Everything I've done, I've seen more profit than your entire government combined. Y'all are not going to play with me on this here YouTube. I promise you that. What? Y'all got me misconstrued. Ain't nobody gonna play with me. I don't care where I'm at. Now invite me to them VH1 interviews. When y'all gonna start inviting me to these rap interviews with all these fake rappers? Sit me across from them. You want to talk gangster, but you talking to a real one that really gonna tell you what it is. See, and they not used to it because they know it's a white boy. That's why that one fool who's a snitch, he's a snitch publicly, right? He was trying to fake laugh it off. Ah, ha, 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 ha. What's funny? You can't afford this chain, homie. You's a troll. Everybody knows you's a troll. That's the way they look at you, right? And you run the courtrooms for your problems, and we don't. You can't afford this. You can't afford this. Don't get out of my face, bro. What you talking about? Wearing fake jewelry. And them little homies is wearing fake jewelry. Want to act like I ain't had all these rings that cost 4 or 5 grand, real diamonds. What? Wait, what? Bro, I had Rolex bands. I was buying Rolexes. What are y'all talking about? Do you know how much jewelry I was accumulating? Bro, I buy and sell jewelry. It's just something I'm always going to do because it's a hustle. What do they try to teach you, these Masons? They got advertisements on YouTube talking about you should sell watches, right? Right. They're trying to copy my hustle. Just like everything I say, every quote I say, they try to take it and have Kanye West say it, or Jim Jones or Wes Watson or one of their little agents, right? Wes Watson is in deep, man. He going to prison. He's going to prison. I think he already has other cases. He's driving stolen vehicles repeatedly. I mean, come on, bro. And then lying straight to their face, which is a felony. If you lie to one of them, that's supposed to be a felony. Like what? Y'all ain't making no sense, bro. How would I know? I've done it before. Real talk. Like what? And I had to spend a night in a cell because of it out in Florida. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, I done been through the system. I know what's what. I'm real. So see, we get busy. We in the street getting busy. We've been in all these jails. We've been in the shelters. We run the streets. If anybody got something to say it, bro. What? Like these people really think people owe them something. They really trying to talk to me like I'm someone I'm not, bro. Boy, stop that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm a leader and a boss. I'm a natural born leader, and ain't nobody laughing at me, bro. You people as narcs who are upset at the reality I am and represent. That's what it is. Give me a minute here. Hold up. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Man, this stuff is delicious. I don't know if I've ever tried this one. Blueberry pomegranate brisk iced tea. This stuff is good. Anything with pomegranate, I've noticed is delicious. Pomegranate's good for you too, but this stuff is usually like 3%, 5% juice. This one says no percent juice. That's crazy. So hold up. All right, we should be good. So yeah, like I said, man, why don't y'all just say what it is? There we go again. So yeah, like I said, man, why don't you just say how you feel and say what it is? Y'all have a huge problem with me because I'm always doing well. Not better than you because you're not competition. See, when you speak, give people a chance to speak so they can explain to you reality. What do you mean? We're not in competition. I think we've been over that 8 million times. Again, I don't have time for people who want to act like they can't hear, right? I'm not in competition or have any affiliation or any relationship with anyone online other than Christina. We have a real relationship. We're in love, right? I've already told you what it is. Yeah, you don't have a way to talk around me or dance around me. Say the truth. Y'all upset when people is in a position of authority and they are boss and I got all this wealth and all this equity that you can't take from me and can't do anything about because you didn't buy it. It didn't come easy. It for sure ain't going easy. It ain't going at all. So what do you mean? Everything I work for, I'll always have because I stand on business. I don't let people take anything from me. Why do you think I got up, went to that shelter, couldn't even enjoy my 50-acre property, literally, and they did all that and designed it intentionally? You didn't win anything. I went and worked every day. I learned a lot, made me strong as hell. I had to sleep in bathrooms and places and all sorts of stuff to get to the bread. Worked every day. That's a boss. That's what you should be doing. You should be following in my footsteps of what I did, grinding and hustling like that. That's something to be admired. There's nothing you can say about me that's not positive. So let's get the facts straight. No, I took care of everybody. I took care of kids that weren't even mine. I helped everybody. I helped whole families. I was everyone's support system. People wouldn't have homes if it wasn't for me. Wouldn't have nothing. I provided all the financial capital and means for everybody to build their own life. I provided everything for all my people, my family, my lineage. I've built everything. What do you mean? I'm about to be the richest person in my entire lineage that ever existed. What do you mean? I'm the generational curse breaker, bro. I'm the feeler of my people. I've felt everything, all they pain, everything they've been through. I had to right all they wrongs, all they sins. When they talk about sins of the father, I had to go through all that. That's what this was all about. Why do you think I'm going through all this pain? It's not because I did anything wrong. It's because I am the generational curse breaker. I have to take all that in, everything that my ancestors ever did, anything that they ever did that was actually wrong or they committed an atrocity or anything. I have to take that and hold that pain and keep on moving forward. Y'all don't get Batman has ancestors speaking through him. This is spiritual, dog. When you get your spirituality right, they can't touch you, dog. Nobody. Everything respects purpose, like I was talking about in Minneapolis. I had just gotten kicked out of that shelter. Not because I did anything wrong, because I stood my ground and stood up for myself with a man who was trying to tell me not to be on my phone when I'm a grown man and I'm eating breakfast and I make more money than him. And I went out of my way to stand up to him and told him, I make more money than you. You understand? Stay in your place. Straight up. So see, is that a bad look or a good look? That's a good look for me, right? And they all respected me and they was shook. And I said that. I said that boy shook right in front of all. They was laughing. All them people liked me. Everybody in that shelter respected me heavily and liked me. So people got to know me in Minneapolis. That's what life about. That's what Tyree Sneed about. Wherever I go, I'm a real person and people get to know me. Y'all want to start fake drama and play with people. I'm not that guy. I'm not that dude. People don't play with me. People keep their distance from me. Real talk. It's like Vinny Paz said in that song, like he said, like if we was doing an interview, Vinny Paz says in his song, I suggest you move a little more farther from me. That's how I am. People don't come in this vicinity around me anywhere I'm at and playing. They don't do that. I'm not that type of dude. I'm a hardcore dude. I'm really built like that, bro. I'm a thug. You feel me? You understand? Anybody again I've already explained to you the rules, bro. I'm not going to repeat myself, man. You already know what it is. Like I said, That's what I'm saying, man. When you deal with people like that, I don't talk to people like that. I don't talk to individuals like that. It's very easy. I'm going to exercise my block button as much as possible because, again, none of you are fans. You're not viewers of the program or the show, and you're not coming here on some positive stuff and coming to have a conversation. The chat room is not for you to take advantage of. The chat room is not for you to do whatever you want and run around willy nilly. This is not a playground. This is not a sandbox. This is my livelihood and my business. So what do you mean? I don't block anyone. When real people come to my show and they're normal people who go to work, hustle, grind, like you see me doing, I'm at work right now. This is me working. This is my company. I'm the CEO of my own companies. This is my own media company. What are you talking about? I don't work for anyone. I use multiple media outlets to perform and do what I'm doing. Do y'all do that with the so-called women who perform and make money and do what they do online? They're all doing it now. What? I don't understand. So-called women should make more money than me because they're just a woman, but then y'all want to be men and act like it's not easy being like it's easy being me or something, but you want the accolades and benefits of me when all them so-called women is laying down, doing nothing, lazy as hell, won't work, living off a government check, and I'm not supposed to remind you of reality and put all y'all in your place. I'm gonna put every single one of you in your place. I'm not nice, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna do it right when I'm on these networks. When I'm not on this network, I can just let it ride and talk about how I really talk and really, really, go in. On here, I have rules to follow. There ain't no problem with me following the rules. I could still tell you reality and put you in your place. It ain't nothing. Feel me? Like I said, this chain cost over $1,000. Do you have anything like that? Sorry, but what? What is you talking about? Who you talking to? 530 on my wrist got you pissed. You upset at my success. I done told you I got everything. Look at this nice Under Armour shirt, right? Yeah, you remember it. I got everything, bro. What are you talking about, man? You itching to talk so much, but you ain't saying nothing. See, people should have raised you better. Don't speak unless you dropping a jewel. See, I'm a Sigma Alpha. I don't do no talking. I'm a quiet dude. There's nothing to talk about unless if I speak, I'm dropping jewels, baby. If I speak, I'm gonna give you some knowledge. You understand? I'm gonna tell you something real that's constructive. See what I'm saying? We already know the game. We already know what certain people are on. That's fine. And those certain people aren't monetized, don't have a channel, don't have a business, don't have any wealth like I've accrued. I own billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry. My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. The car lot's on camera. Everything else is on camera. You looking at it? I'm straight. I'm good. Mineral rights or royalties. A website worth almost 2 grand. How am I making a mistake? How am I messing up? You can't speak on my girlfriend or my finances or my life. That's rule number one that never gets violated. So now what are you going to do? Moving forward, I don't know you. Don't act like we know each other. I don't know any of y'all on here. See, that's what I'm saying. You got people trying to use YouTube in an illegal fashion. Yeah, that's a federal lawsuit. Don't speak on me, bro. That's a no-no. You feel me? And like I said, it'd be one thing if people was speaking on me and they was saying the truth and making sense, but when you start lying like it's a habit and like it's your job to do, and then you don't want to be held accountable for the lies that you said, yeah, it don't work like that. You're going to be held accountable for every lie you ever told. Your lies are what has you in your situation that you in right now. Y'all have nothing to look forward to but prison time, and you can't afford a hot dog, and you ain't never been successful. Let's get real. You ain't never owned estates like me. You ain't never sold 50-acre properties like me. I owned 50-acre properties. I bought and sold 50-acre properties. What have you done? What? It's weird, man. Like I said, you see that's that I don't play that pettiness game because you don't know what it takes to walk in my shoes. I don't play like that. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna check you every time. I don't care who you are. Y'all don't work as hard as me, bro. Keep my name out your mouth, bro. I've been working since I was 16, bro. And that sky is pretty. That's beautiful. This is what happens when you work hard. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, it's called. You wouldn't know nothing about that though, would you? Right? Because y'all don't know how to work hard. That's the truth. Just like in Green Bay, the whole time you was yapping, running your mouth, I was working hard. And now I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit because I had over 70,000 shares of a stock. They got to pay me for whatever. They got to pay me for some of it, and they need to pay me for all of it, not certain dates and not when I had 30,000 shares only. They need to pay me for all of them. And like I said, if they don't, I'm filing a countersuit. I'm gonna get my money. I'm not playing about one red cent that belonged to me, and y'all gonna come up off my inheritance you stole too. So again, what do you mean? Kind of looks like I'm doing well, right? Look, I'm rubbing my hands like Coach Eli, but I don't look nervous like him, like a little possum. Huh? Rubbing my hands together because I know all that money coming, baby. I can feel the money. I can feel the money coming, dog. What you talking about? And I get paid as a full-fledged celebrity and don't care about none of this. What are you talking about? I'm a straight gangster. I'm G'd up for real. I don't do no talking. I care less what anybody got to say. Huh? What? Y'all talk about Kimbo. I'm way worse than Kimbo. You can't tell? Huh? Like what? Yeah, I'm stronger than him too. A lot stronger. You didn't know that? You think Kimbo could have done what I do? You funny. You funny, bro. Trying to front on the biggest, strongest dude in the game on the planet. Talk about so-called women like I got any interest. I can have whoever I want. I want Christina. I don't engage in conversations that aren't respectful to everybody else and aren't conducive to my life and my situation and going to help me progress. The only things I entertain is what's going to help me move forward. I don't ever compromise things I have going for me already. What? Too smart for all that, cuzzy. Look at you. Look at you sitting there plotting and can't do nothing. Look, look, look. Getting put in your place. Yeah, the man ain't having none of it. Right. Like I haven't for the past, oh, I don't know, 35 years, and I'm 35 years old. Since I was born, I've been telling y'all reality and what it is. What are you talking about? Who you talking to, bro? Man, let's just get real, bro. I look better than Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt, Eminem, all of them put together. I don't look like Eminem. I look way better than that sucker. Are you serious? Yeah, we know what it is. We know reality. What is you talking about, bro? You want to talk about rap? I out rap Eminem any day. Eminem is nobody, bro. He's 3 feet tall, bro. He couldn't even walk about around Detroit comfortably. They talking about a bunch of scrubs and people who nothing, and they try to paint these dudes like they someone. Eminem can't even get a girl. Facts. He was caught with who? With what? You ever done your research? And that's a clone for the last time, bro. He got replaced a long time ago, bro. They been wrote on him talking about clones, like I'm competing with clones. I don't compete with nobody in the Illuminati or Masonry because y'all don't have no money. Y'all a joke. Everything you say is made up. It's like the Wizard of Oz behind a green curtain. Boy, stop it. Get out of here. Y'all funny as hell. I own you, Masons. Literally. See, they want to get on here like they entitled, like, oh, we're the same. You ever made $1 million in 1 year? Because I have every year consecutively. I made more than 1 mil. Sorry, but what? We're the same. Everything that I have, these people are hiding. I don't know them, and they want to talk down on you. Was talking down on a Porsche. Like, yeah, no, you're upset because I'm successful. What I have isn't somehow less than you. You're not above me. What are you talking about? I'm above everyone. That's why you're so upset because you know reality. You want to talk about status? You want to talk about wealth? We're in the richest neighborhood in the entire country. That's where I live, homie. Better get your mind right. That was funny as hell. What? People, hilarious. Yeah. No, somebody's hell bent with using their delusion as if that's going to do anything to or with me. Every day I'm rich. Every day it's the same boat. Every day it's the same beautiful life. I love my life. You think you change my you don't steal my joy because I respond? But like if things are what you say they are, how come it's proven they're not? If things are what you say they are, why are you constantly repeating yourself and breaking the law and committing felonies across state lines? Just to talk. If you had a point, we would know. Kimbo never had a Porsche. Facts right, he didn't. Kimbo never had a Porsche. Kimbo never did any of the things I've done in my life. Are you serious? I'm a backyard boxing legend out here. I did it all through San Benito, Harlingen. You can ask about me next to houses that got raided. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. You ain't making no sense. Everything you talk about has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. When things don't go your way on here, and these people are on YouTube as if people are going to go along with their delusion like they some kind of emperor or something. I'm the emperor. I'm building a kingdom. I'm actually Batman. I'm the emperor in the spiritual realm. I build kingdoms. I'm a conqueror. You're just a little nobody, a nothing. You're minuscule. You're a sea minnow, right? Pond scum. You know, like he said in The Wolf of Wall Street. I'm sorry, but what? Talk to me about nonsense? What are you talking about money for when I've told you and I've been right about everything I predicted and I told you God got me. He's given me so much money, it's unbelievable. I don't ever have to worry about money, bro. Do I look like I'm playing? You think I'm worried about money? Do I look worried about money? What? Worried about Tyrese Sneed? You think I've ever worried about money? Maybe you should be quiet, sit down and listen. Maybe you would learn something about manifestation. Maybe you would learn that the way you make karma in this universe is spiritually through the universal laws of karma. Everything I do every day when I break world records, guess what that's going to produce? Money. That unlocks doors and portals that open money. I don't understand what you're saying. Maybe I just go about things different than any human being you've ever seen because I'm superhuman. I'm not a human being. I'm a vampire who's immortal. Maybe you should listen instead of running your mouth. See, like I said, like if it was the way that people talk in reality, I wouldn't have no issue with it. If you could talk to me the same way, not once, every day, don't say something and run away. Talk to me every day the way you talk online. If you could do that, then I would respect where you're coming from, but you would still have to come with facts. When you just saying things because all you're expressing is, oh, I'm jealous and I'm upset because you, Tyree Sneed, are successful and you have everything I don't and never will. Okay, that's all you're telling me. You can say it any way you want, but that's all you're saying. I can see how you all speak. Y'all talk backwards, you project. That's why I don't let people come around me projecting, bro. You're trying to get a reaction or response. You're trying to sit there and do like emotional stuff. Like I'm not in my feelings. You're just gonna talk to me, right? Same thing you found out in Green Bay. I don't know what you're talking about. I won in Green Bay. That's what they do. They keep talking about people from my past that I got the best of and owned. Did I back down in Green Bay? Did I back down to anyone? I backed everybody down. Everybody ran from me. Everybody's terrified of me. Yeah, sounds like a gangster to me. But you want to get online and try to talk to me like I'm not an adult. What is that? Immature as hell, right? Because in reality, can't nobody handle me. In the streets, can't nobody handle me. And the fact is, I'm a real gangster. I ain't Mighty Mouse. I ain't these other folks, right? Mighty Mouse. We all know what his jacket is. We know what he is, right? I don't have to say these things. See, they act like if you make a post that means something, right? People like Red Pill have to waste their time making false, erroneous posts that don't make sense. A post isn't reality. If you haven't a post and you don't make sense, then you just don't make sense. Posts don't matter. We're not on here for posts, brother. We're on here to get money. We're on here to get paid and get checks so I can buy more stuff. That's all. Everything I get is extra stuff. I'm already rich. Let's say the truth. No, I'm not struggling. You're upset at me because I'm rich, so y'all don't want to give me any donations when it's not up to you. I get donations still without you, don't I? Right, because you don't control my money or my income or my future. You don't have no control or power over my life or me, bro. God runs my life and runs me. Real talk. So what you mean? I have all the power in the world, man. Feel me? Like I said, you wish you looked like me. I look the way you want to look. You know what, the way you want to, you know what. And most importantly, I'm smart and capable in all the ways you are not. Don't you ever forget it. I'm Tyler Durden. That's why I look like him. Real talk. What are you talking about? Hmm? How, Wody? Come on, bro. Look at this. Look at this. I act like somebody playing. Look at this. Look, this the guy they talking to. Look at that. Look, look. Straight balls. That don't look like a self-made trillionaire to you? I'm sorry, the strongest man in the world ain't a millionaire and ain't a trillionaire? Right? That's what that one fool said. He said, he don't look like no millionaire. Well, I'll tell you one thing, you ain't got no real money. They have to make up that you had a half a mil. You ain't got a half a mil. That's just to do that fake one up and stuff. Yeah, that makes you look pathetic. Makes you look sad. Quit running your mouth. Be honest with yourself, brother. People with half a mil don't buy a regular little dinky, like I don't even know what to call it, bro. Just a joke spot. Like nobody does that, bro, and then just sits there and does nothing and talks about crab legs all day and beef tips or whatever the hell you eat, like that nonsense, as if that's something that's a big deal to you. You can tell when you talk to people, you could tell who's had money and who's never seen no dough real quick by the way they talk. And the people who make the most money in the world, they spend all their time talking about money. I'm gonna talk about money nonstop now because that's how you bring it to fruition. That's how I got rich. See, y'all want to say you watched me for all these years, but you don't remember I had nothing. I had literally nothing. I was struggling to survive. I had no stability. Nobody would even open their doors to me or help me with nothing. These people down here didn't even want me to ever have a home, a spot, nothing. Never gave me a chance to rest, nothing. I was constantly on my feet, like I have been most of my life, right? That's why you want to keep me like that. And like, we're way past that, bro. What? I've been past that point for decades. Sorry, but what? You mad? That's all they is. They mad because I come to my own home. What? That's weird. So, oh, your response to me being in my home comfortable is, oh, I'm gonna start fake talking and try to, right? You can't do that stuff, bro. That's a federal lawsuit. It's detriment to health. You understand? Like, nah, bro. That's not how it works. Yeah, I talk about what's going on. It doesn't make me soft. Yeah, no, you're trying to cause like panic attacks constantly and stuff. Like, yeah, bro, don't sit there and play with my anxiety levels. It don't work like that. I don't know what human being operates like that. I don't know why you would think that you can even do that to me or that you have power like that. Now I know what you're on in your game. So right now, there's some little coward on a keyboard and they're just sitting there watching and they're jealous of me because they watched me for all these years and decades. Well, then come out the box and say what here, I'll even drop a link for you. We know you banned from this network. It's all good, right? Come over here so I can put you in your place. Real talk, right now. Come on this link right now so I can tell you reality again and make you look silly on the panel. If we're going to play these YouTube games, right, let's play it all the way. If we're going to do politics, let's play it all the way. Like Abner said in 60 Days In. Y'all like to quote these things, right? You watch these shows like it's your religion, but yet Red Pill ain't got no money. Where's Red Pill at? How come Red Pill don't come on this panel? Come on, dog. And I can't have you on this panel because you don't know how to speak. Like, dude gets online and makes himself look worse and worse every day. You got G checked on a panel just like the rest of your little cowardly crew got G checked on panels. You already got told reality and what time it is and what it is, sucker. What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? When a matter gets addressed and you get addressed and back down, you can't have get back or overcompensate and make it. You can't redeem yourself online. Like I said, you feel some way. What's up? Are you doing anything about it? No. Okay, then sit down, be quiet, stay in your place, and do what you're told. Yeah, I'm telling you. Now, what are you going to do about it? Not a thing, right? Yeah, these people want to act like I'm nice, bro. I come from the streets. The YouTube is the same thing to me. It's just like being in the streets. I'm going to talk to you the same way. You get the same treatment, same everything. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat stuff for nobody and be extra nicey nice when you ain't being nice. See what I'm saying? This is just YouTube, bro. It ain't that serious, man. It's serious for y'all because y'all sit around all day smoking your vape, not doing nothing. That's what they do. They sit on a bed in rat holes they in while they commit social security fraud like Jennifer Benish and sit there whining and trying to project and role reverse. I don't care what those people do. I don't think about those people, right? Oh, and she was a part of that stuff that happened yesterday, last night, and I have it documented. I have proof. The minute I show that to a lawyer and they bring that to the courts, and with what she did in Green Bay, do you know what happens? They have to give me my $800 back. Thank you. You just gave me my money back. Thank you, Skeletor. See, you don't get it. I don't just expose myself to this stuff because I like it or I want to go through it or it's fun. No, it's not fun at all. It sucks. It has an effect on me. I and it's not my decision. I'm trying to really talk to the public. But if you all are going to keep taking advantage and doing the things you do, that Brave call that I did, I use the Brave browser now. That dude taught me that at least on here. I learn everything. I pick up on things real quick. Since you kept taking advantage and coming over there, and then you sent all your people and told on yourself and you explained the whole federal lawsuit within, I don't know, maybe an hour. I have it all documented. The fact that you came over there and said the same phrase you always say that doesn't even make sense, and you're that delusional and you're stalking me. Oh, bro, the court's gonna love that because now, guess what? Now I have to go back to Green Bay and file the lawsuit, right? And I'm gonna say, so see, right here's documented proof that this lady's been following me around the entire time and that she is the aggressor. She's the one who won't stop bothering me and is committing felonies across state lines. And she's been trying to plan my downfall, right? And dismantle anything I build and me doing well, right? This entire time. Right. So they don't have a choice. The lawyer is going to say, we request the $800 back and we want interest and we want an entire settlement. And we want her to pay for all his expenses for medical bills, everything that she caused, took away my medicine at that time. Everything that she did will be brought up in court and they're going to say, we want all that money back. And someone like that, a narc like that, is going to sit there and try to make excuses and lie like she always does and sit there and say, oh, well, I don't have it. Well, then you'll serve jail time and you're going to have to figure out a way to get that money. Somebody's going to have to pay it. And your people got money, somebody does, because you already admitted it, right? The family of someone. So whoever has money, they're going to have to come up off that money. They got to pay it. It's not an option. You have to pay punitive damages. You understand? Either way, you're going to serve prison time. You feel me? All just because you want to go to somebody's chat that ain't talking to you. You weren't invited. I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to you. I've asked you to leave me alone, and you're following me around still across state lines. So that's the thing. The readings will be like, you need to get away from this energy. I got away from these people decades ago. You keep following me around. There's nothing I can do about that. See my point? It's not, oh, I'm doing something wrong. No, you're doing something wrong. That's the problem with all these jobs. They sit there and play games and want to talk to you, but it's like you're not doing your job. You're trying to guilt trip people for things that aren't their problem and aren't in their control. What other people do ain't my problem. I'm doing everything right by the book. See my point? No, what you do has an effect, right? So if I have that documented, what you did yesterday, that's why I sat there and I was paying attention to everything real smart. And you just told on yourself again. Oh, and guess what? In court, oh, trust me, they're going to launch a full investigation into the fact that you committed Social Security fraud. Anything that I say, they're going to launch full investigations on. There's no such thing as an accusation with me. These are concrete facts. These are things I know for a fact. You understand? And I can say that all I want. What do you mean? Even if it was an accusation, I can make accusations all I want. There's nothing wrong or illegal about accusations. You all make them all day falsely. I'm not making them falsely. Everything I'm saying, none of it's an accusation. It's a concrete fact. It's things that I know. You understand? So what do you mean? Yeah. How many years have you committed Social Security fraud? I'm sorry, but what? How else do you get justice if you can't talk about justice? You can always talk about what you know and what you've seen, what you figured out. I'm Batman, the world's greatest detective. You have to talk about the facts. See, that other fool is silly. Be careful. Be careful for what? Do you know who you're talking to? Did you see what I went through in Green Bay? Did you see what happened? Right. Stay out of it and mind your business. Be careful. Be careful, my you know what? Be careful about what? I don't ever have to be careful. What are you talking about? No, they should have been more careful. All y'all people, all these corrupt folks should have been careful because now y'all got all y'all self federally indicted. Yeah, no, it's going to be easy win case and lawsuit because I'm going to prove she has corrupt ties to Green Bay PD. I'm going to prove that they're the ones that set me up and did a drive by for me on that block, and they missed me, right? And I'm going to prove that they were coming around that house messing with the family that lived there and making references to what they was doing at that time. hmm And I'm prove that I'm just going to prove the whole thing. I'm going to prove the whole case, just like I'm going to prove that she was stalking my job and she was sending her people to my job and then tried to misquote me for defending my life and myself and say that I said or did something wrong when that was months ago. And I was just defending myself because someone was using intermittent communication and illegal use of a telecommunication device and kept typing on my phone fast. And we talked about how that's an actual attempt on me and on my what. So what do you mean? So what they tried to use, they tried to role reverse the situation, right? Trying to set me up, right? And them two corrupt ones that showed up there, they were both in on it and they were super obvious about it. And they were scared because they knew I found them out right in front of their face. And I said, no, you're trying to set me up and I'm not scared. You understand? Then he said, like I said, he said, whatever you're doing, it's not working. I said, you want to see the bank account? Because it's definitely working. What do you mean? That's a gangster. A gangster who's looking at people who, again, what are those called? Those are false accusations. What you accuse me of, you accuse me falsely. I was completely within my legal right to defend my life and defend myself. I was in completely with my legal right to say what I said. What do you mean? People, I have to defend my life. Everybody does. My life matters. I've only got one. See, you're trying to guilt trip and say that I was wrong for doing the right thing. And that's why it never moved forward. And they didn't expect me to have the money or to pay the fines. And they were trying to time it around my work schedule because she was telling them it, working with the corrupt ones. The same thing that the other ex down here tried to do, working with the corrupt ties. All of your plots have failed. I got targeted by the corrupt cops every single time. That's my story. And I came up against everybody and won and backed them all down. That's not an easy thing to do. There's never been a story to this capacity or like me. So again, when corrupt cops are trying to follow me around the internet and pretend they're intimidating me and trying to talk to me like I'm not an adult, there's nothing funny about that. That's a very serious situation, don't you think? People don't do their job. People aren't protecting us. We have no faith in the system. The system is a joke. Like I said, I'm calling for everyone to be defunded. And now I'm going to keep on pushing that until it happens. There's no purpose why my tax dollars should be funding y'all's little fake jobs so you can barely get by and rent. That's the reality. I'm a landowner. I'm an owner. I do what I want to do. I'm a lord. Doesn't matter how you feel about me. There's nothing you can do. You're powerless. Boy, look how quiet they are. Look at them. Look at them shaking in fear. All of them. You understand? Yeah, you just gave me more evidence. That helps me. Do you know how much money I'm going to get? Green Bay PD will have to pay me within the lawsuit. Guarantee you, they're gonna have to probably pay me a settlement of millions of dollars because I'm suing the Green Bay Police Department. 100%, I'm filing a lawsuit. Yep, you can't twist my words. Nothing. I ain't worried about a thing. You already know what it is. Everything. Every time y'all talk, you was doing something illegal. Y'all try to silence folks. Even down here, it was the same thing. Y'all don't want to let people talk. Like, how are you going to act like there's these fake cases, but you won't let the defendant or whoever speak? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, nah, like my ex was working with corrupt cops down here. I mean, me standing my ground and standing up for myself was the right thing to do. Me protecting my assets and my life was the right thing to do. I did everything right. What do you mean? Like what? I had vehicles that were being stolen. I had vehicles that had damage to them for no reason. It doesn't work that way that a grown adult just gets mad and a woman can't just start doing that to your vehicles because oh she feels like it. Why did she not face charges? And why did she not face charges for theft of a motor vehicle when she committed it? I pulled over my own vehicle and she had some other dude driving it. That wasn't playing me or doing anything to me. That was playing herself. What are you talking about? And the dude was scared and he wouldn't get out the car. He was shook. Another coward. Right. That's what y'all promote is cowards, and so-called women want to pretend that they get their way when they don't get their way. Right. And then you'll call them, you say you're in a relationship and that's your girlfriend. How do you dictate my reality if you weren't there and know nothing about me? That's why when they tried to accuse that fake stuff and they tried to claim a fake, what's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about, where they try to do that fake stuff like you're married or whatever. And I brought in the documentation on all the hotel stuff and proved no, that's a lie. You tried to claim common law because they were trying to steal half of all my assets because they knew I was caked up and rich. That person never dealt with me because I was rich. That person dealt with me because I was good looking and I'm stacked. Let's just get real. So, like I said, you can't dance around someone and then claim common law. It doesn't work that way. I was never even in a relationship with that individual. That's the truth. So I'm not allowed to date. That's what they're saying. That's how unfair they are and discriminate down here. I'm not allowed to date, but yet all these Mexican chicks would be here for who? For me. Why don't we get real? That's the truth. You're here for me. If you're so-called women, you're here for me. I'm the man. Like I said, that's why men work hard so they can have riches and wealth, right? Like I'm not trying to impress no broad. I don't care. I've had women I've literally gotten with and they've seen what I have right here. They've seen the material wealth I had and they got on the phone and literally tried to get a divorce. Like let's get real, bro. I have a lot of history, man. Like, yeah, no, I've lived life. I've done my thing, right? Christina knows. Christina knows who I am. There's nothing to hide. Like, I'm proud of who I am. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are you talking about? Like Christina said, like, I know that you've been with a lot of women. I want to be the best one that you've ever been with. Like, and I already know she will be. Like, I already know that. You know what I mean? So it's like Christina respects me. What's y'all's issue on here? Because these people want to be a man. They wish that they could do what I do. They want to get girls. They want to get women. They want to ball out of control. They want to make money. They want to wear the big hunky chains like this that all them little fools can't get. Like I said, every little homie in Austin, Texas can't even afford this chain piece. So how you going to tell me something and talk to me crazy when we can definitely have this conversation, Wody? I'm gonna make you look silly. Is there anything else that you have to say, man? How do you get more gangsta than proving that all the departments are corrupt and standing up to them in person and backing down the entire force in every single county across this nation by yourself, dolo, just as a man standing on the block? That's incredible, bro. That's what Batman did. That's what Batman do. You ain't making no sense, bro. I don't care who it is. Like my living, I make a living coming up against corruption and not only exposing it now, but now I'm gonna expose it all publicly, and I can shut down whole departments. Anyone runs their mouth, I'm getting your organization and your business shut down. I'm losing people jobs for real. What y'all did to me, right? That never did anything and just became a positive because I went and got a higher paying job. So you can't brag about losing, right? But yet people continue to lose when they try to come against me for no reason. I just had someone on social media the other day. They tried to talk crazy to me and say I was rude when I wasn't. I was just asking a question that I ask everybody before I talk because it's the law and it's how it works. And the person tried to wig out with that rude stuff, and they know someone that I've heard of that I tried to work for and can't run a food truck at all. And I keep on explaining this and exposing him. I'm about to go public with his name too. He's a grown man. I'll call you out publicly. I've had about enough. I'm gonna start. I think I should start doing that. I think I should start naming you fools publicly. Feel me? I think that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that. You know, real talk. Why not? Like, what are you gonna do about it? All y'all saying my name every day, so that's what I'm saying. They want to apply different rules. Then they want to have a problem with, oh, he's doing this. I can use your full legal name if I know it. If you put it out publicly, y'all using my full legal name. I've had about enough, bro. It's getting crazy, dog. But like I said, you don't want to run your mouth, but over here you quiet. You only hear so that you can try to prod. I don't play like that. You come over here, come have a conversation, or be quiet. One or the other. They still don't get it, man. They still ain't figured it out. I told you I got everything God provides, man. God loves me. I'm always have everything. But check this out. I don't need nothing to do this. I'm gonna run my business no matter what. It wouldn't matter what I went through. Nothing. No matter what I went through, even if it was some fake stuff, which I never will. No matter what I went through, I'm gonna bounce right back and keep on being Batman. I paid for all my resources, everything that belongs to me. Nobody can touch or take. I've got everything. I've got full bat caves inside and outside. I've got everything running for me. I don't know what these people talking about. You can't shut me down. My business is not just a business, it's a whole kingdom. You're going to shut down a whole kingdom? How? Like the feds couldn't shut me down and I don't do anything wrong to get shut down, but even if I it did, there would be no way to shut down Batman and everything I've attained. That's why I create arrangements. That's why I'm smart. That's why I'm a genius. That's why I maintain good relations with people that matter. You ain't one of them. None of y'all. So again, what are you talking about? Do you have something to say to me? Look how quiet they are. Backing them down, coach. Backing them down, coach. Kind of seems like I got your number, coach. What it kind of seems like. Kind of seems like I'm pulling cards, right? What's all that lame talk? Why are you trying to copy how I talk? You don't talk like me. You're not me. You're not G'd up. You're not a gangster. I addressed these people on the panel. I asked them like, "What's up, bro? Like you keep pretending like you have some kind of issue. I'm asking you, what is your issue?" That's what I ask all these so-called enemies. What's your issue? And they want to sit there dumbfounded, like they got scared on the panel, talking about, "Oh no, oh, well, what? Then why is you doing it?" And then turn around and keep on doing it. Right? That's somebody who's immature and has no concept of reality. That's Arkham Asylum stuff. That person's completely detached from reality and out of their mind. I'm not concerned about some individual like that. And you're not the Joker, because like I said, the Joker wasn't always hiding. He may have kept his distance from Batman, but Joker was pretty thugged out, man. Joker got in the street and challenged him and everything. Y'all ain't doing that. So that's my only thing. I don't respect it. Like, no. Either deliver and be about what you talk about or be quiet. Don't sit there with that fake stuff, bro. Now y'all try to catch me by surprise and you're trying to surprise me because you're a snitch and you want me to react like any human being would. That's fine. I'm not holding back no more. If I'm a human and if somebody runs up behind me, right? This is what they keep doing, trying to surprise people with gangsters and play with people. If someone runs up behind me, like right now, let's say someone runs up behind me, you think I'm going to be scared and not turn around and react like a human being? Like, if you get caught by surprise, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just protecting yourself, right? Like any human is going to respond quickly because who's smart because you can't hesitate because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's around you. That's what these people do, and they try to do it on the internet. This ain't the zoo, Wody. You want to go to a zoo, go visit a zoo exhibit. This ain't it. You feel me? Yeah, don't play with the bear and the lion and the tiger. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Right? So like I said, what's goody? Y'all got something to say? Huh? Look how mad they are. Look how silent I silenced my enemies. Look, I silenced you. Yep, here I am on a panel, sweetheart. Huh? What you gonna do? Huh? 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 Yeah. Oh yeah, I can antagonize too, but see for me it's legal. It's okay to do. Yeah. But see everything you doing is illegal. Yeah. What's up? What you gonna do, huh? Huh? Here I am. What? You upset? Oh, oh, gee. Oh, no. Wah. Wah. Bunch of so-called women who ain't nothing. Boy, you just getting me started. You do not want to get me started, boy. Thank you. How funny as hell. That grandma about to go to prison too. All of them. They all grandmas. These people are people who wear diapers and stuff. I'm not even playing. Those are the people who are mad at me. People, grown old people who wear diapers. Not even joking. That's who's mad at me. They mad at me because my life is so much more beautiful than theirs will ever be, and they have nothing going for them. They never have. They've never been happy. They're miserable. Like they're spoiled rotten, but they all like. That's what I'm saying. How are you halfway spoiled rotten and saying that you got money or you going on log cabin trips, but yet you commit Social Security fraud? How does that make sense? You know that there's actual folks in the world. This is not them, but there's people in the world who have money, and they'll still go steal. Like they get caught all the time. There's a new news report of so-called women drunk driving every day. These reports are coming out clearly chronologically. So there's women every day getting locked up for DUI, DWI, because women are emotional and slow. See, women are easy to get the best of because you're just a ball of emotions and you don't know how to control yourself. And when it's that time of the month, right, you really get out of line and you just don't know what's going on. Y'all don't think, you're not strategic. That's why your opinion is not valued to me. See, you're here on this planet for me. Act like it. My job is to work hard. And then I choose who I want to share my wealth with and share my hard work with and to be nice and have fun and be happy and build my own family and have love. That's the way of the world. It's been that way forever. This is a man's world. All that other stuff y'all fools got going on, begging on social media every day, right? Having your OnlyFans, having all this fake stuff, that's all good, but I don't care about y'all. Y'all is a joke. All y'all so-called women are a joke. If you feel some way about it, please say something to me about it. Please, I want y'all to run your mouth because I'm going to turn on the camera, record, and I'm going to go public and I'm going to tell all y'all what it is. I'll tell anybody off for real though with facts. Yeah, y'all ain't go through what I went through. You ain't paid these dudes. You ain't a gangster. I'm like the Great Gatsby for real, but I went through all this gangster stuff and survived things I wasn't supposed to. The impossible. An immortal vampire. Why would I let you talk to me crazy when you haven't paid these dues? See, respect is based off of what you've accomplished. My respect is non-negotiable. I make a living every day putting everybody in their place. I'm not nice to anyone. I tell all y'all what time it is, reality, and say, get up out my face, and I say, you all are nothing. Now, what's anyone gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do? Huh? Because I'm a real boss. I'm a real thug and a gangster. Yeah, I own everything in my life. But you ain't talking to people crazy like that. You ain't talking to those people like that one. What was that one dude's name? Not Steve Francis. There was that fake like movie producer or whatever. Remember him that they put on that TV show as if he was someone, and then y'all dance around with these fake so-called women like anyone cares. That's what they do. These people are royalty in a kingdom of dirt. All them shows, Love and Hip Hop, all those are broke homeless folks, broke homeless so-called women. The Philadelphia Eagles, for Christ's sake, recruited Nick Foles. I used to sack Nick Foles in practice. He's a joke. He lobs passes. He's the same height and size he was when we were in middle school. In middle school, I was sacking Nick Foles. He's a professional quarterback in the NFL. And he's not a professional because he sucks. He's not talented. And he got made to look silly a million times in that league. I mean, there's videos right now of him, taking hard hits and not even being able to get up. Like that boy is soft. I told you he folds. He's like Gumby. I make fun of you, and you professional athletes don't get paid. What do you mean? We're not the same because I'm ahead of you. I am way ahead of any professional athlete. Them fools that run around the NBA court, they're under Monarch Mind Control and MK Ultra. And what's happening is because of what I'm saying, it's having ripples in the world, and people are waking up. So now they're making fun of them, saying you're a wage slave. You run up and down the court, and y'all don't get paid. And now people are finally finding out the truth I've said since day one, and that's why they're getting into all these scuffles and brawls and altercations, and you know as teams with each other, like Dwight Howard and that other sucker, because and trying to talk tough and all that. Right, the NBA has already turned into the ghetto, to the fake ghetto at that, which is all them. I mean, when you hire a bunch of nappy-headed nobody, you know what, to run up and down a court and pretend that they're now cleaned up and professional, what do you expect to get, bro? They're garbage, man. Every single one of them dudes, ain't none of them dudes respected. They ain't hood. They ain't tough. How contradictory is that? That you want to go to the NBA, claim you make millions of dollars, then why would you be having an altercation? People who make millions of dollars ain't going to have no altercation like that because it doesn't make sense. It's not self-preservation. Nobody would risk, if they made money at all, they're not going to risk their job for that. They're not. There was the other guy, his name is Childs, his last name Childs. You can look him up. Look what he just did. He just made a inappropriate gesture. He literally put his hands on everything, bro. He did the whole thing with fans in the stands. Look it up. He went crazy. Then he tried to go all out, and the security put him on the ground and held him back. He wasn't strong. Those NBA players are not strong. They're nowhere close to me. I'm revolutionized the game because me just being me, my presence is felt around the world. When I tell you I'm way better than Steph Curry, that's the truth. Like I said, anytime he wants to quit being a coward and accept my challenge, all you got to do is show up to the park, brother. That's all you got to do. I'll make you look silly in front of the whole world on the basketball court and prove my point and scream and laugh about it and go on about my business. You talking about money, but yet I don't even have money right now and I'm able to do more than the entire world. How are you going to tell me anything? Boy, stop it. The Illuminati and the Masons are a joke. Y'all are mad and you're depressed and you have no power and you're sitting there trying to do theatrics. Bring it. Bring the antics. Bring your little fake nonsense so I can put you in your place, but to your face, all of you. Mm-hmm. See my point? Yeah, I didn't come to play, bro. I don't come to play about nothing. I do. Feel that, little Wody? What y'all mean? Look how quiet they is. Like I said, this chain cost over $1,000. Look at how this chain gleaming. Look at this. I don't even care about jewelry. I ain't materialistic. I don't care about none of this, bro. This is easy, man. I'm about to get everything. I'm about to get all new estates. I'm about to have whole gigantic castles. Forget a mansion. I already got that. I'm about to get castles, doggy. My buildings is bigger than castles, but I'm about to get castles bigger than my buildings. If you're going to talk about me, make sure you get my name right. There's no place and time when a grown man has to put up with someone talking and they're trying to say my name and they're not talking about me or getting their facts straight like that's cute because they want me to get upset or pay attention to it. That's petty, bro. See, I'm not a part of YouTube like that. I'm not on YouTube right now. I'm running my media company. See, so what you're doing is a felony. Even if I was on YouTube, it'd be considered a felony. See, this is my own media production company. I'm my own distribution company with music. I'm worldwide. Cashless Bane, I'm the CEO. We have worldwide distribution. We can sign distribution deals anytime people want to do business. I don't bow down to companies. You companies, I'm going to put every single one of you out of business because you don't want to break bread and do business and you don't know how. If you don't know how to conduct yourself, you're just going to eat canned sardines. Y'all won't be eating. Y'all aren't going to have nothing. I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to make sure that every corporate system company is shut down. Oh, mark my words, man. I don't care. I promise you, if there's anything I accomplish, it's going to be that. I'm tired of y'all running your mouth. All these people, these call centers is all illegal. All y'all people is trying to say, and they act like they doing something. They be talking about jobs like it's the way to go. Bro, I'm independent and I don't have a boss and my job is fun and I do what I want to do. I'm completely free and I get paid to exist. It doesn't matter how much I get paid. I get paid decently. I get paid quite a bit to exist. If I ever work, that's just another hustle I'm doing on top of what I already got. This is my company. I'm the boss. I'm the CEO. See my point? This takes hard work. It takes hard work to speak like this for hours. It takes hard work to run a show. It took me years of practice. And what I do is very well respected. What do you mean? The only people who should be talking to me is people who want to bring a concrete, factual matter to me that's positive. If you talking about what I'm doing and how I'm building and you want to build with me, cool. Any other conversation has been answered. We're not doing it no more. Let's move forward now. The facts have been established. I don't get why someone who's delusional would just talk to themselves and try to keep saying for me to see it that reality is not reality. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but that's not the case. And I don't argue with people who are delusional. I just tell you one time, this is reality, and then I move forward. Anything else, that's illegal. You know, that's a very uncomfortable feeling when you're telling someone one time reality and they're trying to have you repeat it. I don't know what that is, bro. That's what today, just typing, repeating my words like so you're let me get this straight. So you committed a felony, hold up. You committed a felony and then your idea was it's a good idea to sit there and play with me, right? And be repeating my words and then trying to speak like you're me. So they were literally sitting there talking as if they were in my position, like I said, trying to take the words out my mouth before I say them because I'm literally like about to say all that and I wasn't even talking. That's some insanity, bro. And when the lawyer sees that, oh, that's a immediate mental eval. That's what they're gonna do. Yep. Blah nameless. Expect a mental eval. Oh, definitely. Yep. What business do you have talking to me if I don't know you? Do I talk to you? We've never had a connection. I don't talk to you. Like I said, I tried to be respectful because it was a fan chat group that I'm creating. And You're so slow. You don't think I'm doing it on purpose. I don't know what people are going to do, but I can kind of guess and expect what you're going to do. And you go and do that. And I've probably got over 600 screenshots of you just sitting there, just wasting my time and committing a felony across state lines. When a lawyer sees that, do you really think you're above the law? I mean, really, I want to know when Bilal Nameless is going to get a grip. Honey, you're homeless. You live off Section 8 and you mooch off people. You do not have a home. You do not have assets. You do not have equity. You cannot afford a hot dog. You don't have $50. How dare you say that you're going to donate me $50 that you were going to and that I did or said something, whatever? Yeah, that's all some nonsense. Right, right. See, I'm not going to agree with your lies. Right. You tried to say that I made some statement or I said this and that. And I said, no, I don't even talk like that. That's complete nonsense. So you came over there for what objective? And then you told on yourself and proved me right. So you've been proven wrong, Bilal Nameless. Now, what are you going to do now that you're looking at a federal indictment and a life sentence for prison? What? And you got fools on here who don't know the law talking about, be careful. You don't want to say something that may not be a fact. Do you hear yourself, bro? Is you a grown man or like what? Like, what are you talking about? What? So, do you see me doing that? What? You think you could just do whatever you want, run around and come to people's chat groups and just sit there? I got the chronology of it too. Let me teach you something else. You keep leaning on this tactic. That's the same thing they had Skeletor do. So this is an illegal operation underground that they're all running, and I can prove it. When there's a fake account, it's you. There's no question or qualm. I have the legal names. I provided them publicly, and they'll be provided to the judge. Anything that's typed in this chat is coming from you all. All of you are responsible. It's a RICO charge. Oh, she brought that up too. She tried to say RICO, whatever, and she's trying to project right because you know what charges you're facing and looking at. So if you're doing that, what are you looking for? You're looking for me to get upset because you keep bothering me and get out of character, right? You're trying to create a what? The same things that you issue over and over again. Illegal statements. I never do that because I'm not built like that. I have no need to do that towards anyone, to be honest, because I'm not mad like that, first of all. And second of all, I mean, I have too much power. There would be no need for me to do that. I'm Batman, bro. Like what? My job is literally going out in the street and taking on criminals in every gang and illegal organization. I mean, I don't have to ever issue any kind of statement, much less an illegal one, because my career, I get enough action and get busy as it is. I mean, why would I need to do that? It doesn't make sense. So see what you're looking for, you can tell that you're backwards and you can't think too well and all the dogs aren't barking, sweetheart, because if they were, you wouldn't have made a mistake like that that's that crucial. You just won me my federal lawsuit. Real smart. And then all of them came over there and they have the names right there. It says right there, Erica Frost and Siobhan Crow. It'll say right there, Ashes, all of them, Jennifer Benish, all of them telling on themselves. Like, who comes to someone and is committing a felony across state lines and it's that important to them and thinks it's cute when I'm not talking to you and I'm here living my life, minding my business, and you're gang stalking me across state lines and then acts like it's okay? What? Who tells on themselves like it's the thing to do? So all that stuff, it has an effect on me, right? Because it's causing stress, right? Okay. Since that's so important to you, right? You keep acting like if you're causing me that you all aren't stressed. Bro, y'all are stressed out as hell every day. If anybody hasn't been stressed normally, it's me. That's why I stay the hell away from people like you. Like, what? How is that your agenda that you're not even trying to talk to me humanely? You just want me to be stressed out. How is that okay? That's not a felony? Yes, it is. That's not your right. What? See, some people literally exist to just be a nuisance to others. That's y'all. Mm-mm. Y'all are going to be crying when we get this case in court. I guarantee it. All that fake stuff acting like you don't care. Nah, y'all going to be crying on the podiums. And, oh, we thought it was a game. And Siobhan Crow told us, oh, he can't file a lawsuit. Remember when you said that? Man, and you're the person who had Dream lose over $100,000. Said that I didn't know the stock market. I wasn't an expert when I am, and it was proven. And if he had listened to me, he would have had over 100,000 right now, if maybe more. So everything's been proven to you people, right? Like I said, keep snitching on yourself. That's what y'all people do, self snitch. Now, why do you sit there and pretend that you're defending anyone when you don't even have your own act together? I mean, why are you worried about these little homies? of a different culture and different group. What do they have to do with you? That's what I want to know. Just like that one Ashes was sitting there in person talking about what was it? She was talking about one of them rappers, that one that sold his soul and every performance he does is a satanic ritual, Scott something or whatever. Yeah, that guy. That guy's a fool, bro. He has no talent. He's a joke. And she's like, yeah, he was right here. I'm sitting on the bed. She's talking about Tone Space and El Frost Vivo know you're here. Meaning Erica Frost, who's stalking me across state lines for decades, and New York doesn't do anything about it. How does that make sense? Sorry, but what? And you think you're accomplishing something, sweetheart? Right. When I was in that Airbnb and you're putting posts up talking about she knows, like, yeah, like all trying to make me super uncomfortable all the time, following me around. What is that? You're a full-fledged stalker. You're not tough. You're not a gangster. You're a joke. That's why you literally walk with a slump in your back, like what? Like a rat, right? Can't get your hair straight. You got weird nappy hair. There ain't nothing nappy about my hair. Can't get nappy, bro. I'm white. What? What are you talking? Who are you talking to? You want to be me. You mad because I rap like nobody's business and you can't rap. Yeah, I don't look like you. You don't look like me. I look good. You wish you looked like this. And you look pale as all hell. Like real talk. I don't know what kind of mascara that is, but it looks like pale vampire mascara. How am I an immortal vampire and I got more color in my face than you? Can you explain that? Sits there smoking her vape. She's got pudgy cheeks looking like Marge Simpson. Don't smoke vapes. You might as well smoke cigarettes. Real talk, you'd be just like Marge and that other broad, and start talking like this. How does she talk? I'm Marge Simpson. Like that's how you need to talk. Every time she opens her mouth, it sounds like she has, like something there or something like 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 yeah. That's what happens when that's all you do, right? Kiss up and what else, right? Come on, dog. You think you have something for me? Okay. Well, guess what? I'm rich, wealthy. I got everything, and you know it. It's right in front of your face. And this is every day, and it's going to remain every day. And I got my own business, and I could care less how you feel. You got something to say? Why are you such a coward about it? Huh? It runs in your lineage. That's why. And you was worried about my lineage, and you was trying to stop my lineage. Let's get real. My entire bloodline. You was trying to stop it with some illegal means, and you used doctors and nurses at Seton Hospital to do it. With what happened to me when you called Seton Hospital, right? I figured out your entire plot, buddy. Yeah, I won my federal lawsuit. I figured out my own plot the plot that you had against me, trying to do what's clear as day to me, conspiracy to commit what towards me. I figured it all out, every little detail. Y'all are serving life sentences, every single one of you, because of YouTube. But I'm not winning. But I'm free and good, and I'm gonna continue to bring the facts and see what you did last night. Sure, it has an effect physically, and that goes into a detriment to health lawsuit. But let me explain something to you, sister. The pain and suffering and the karma that you'll feel and that you have to go through for every evil act you've done towards me for the past 20 years when I don't even know you, you coward, right? Will be way like 10 million times worse than anything you could ever say or do to me. See, when you did that, yeah, I have to deal with that physically and go through that and endure something, but you just gave me tons of evidence. See, I'm not being malicious. I'm not like you. See, this is what narcs never get. People are not like you. People are genuine people. I know what you're on. I know that you're a robot that has a function and you can't stop. You're thirsty. You're thirsty as hell. You're thirsty. And all you want to do is just like that Buns Dot talk about me. Well, Buns Dot, I own an estate. I have a mansion, an estate. I own equity. I own buildings. You're not me, Buns Dot. You try to get by with Taco Bell. These people are upset because I'm eating. That's some petty stuff when we're dealing with $1 million digits of transactions I already completed on my own. Everything I bought off hard work. I worked since I was 16. I'm 35 years old. See, you talking isn't special. You're not special. You don't get special treatment. If you want to talk, no problem. Run your mouth. But let's have a debate. Remember Frost? How you never want to ever have a debate? You want your name said Frost, but you ain't nobody. You ain't Frost from the vampire movie with Wesley Snipes. Frost, yeah, that's not you. You ain't powerful. You ain't nobody. And you're just sitting there all day mooching off of your own people and own family, right? Who probably stole everything and they don't even have anything. You live off the government. You got pudgy cheeks. You pale as all hell. You're not doing nothing. Just sits there moping on the couch and has this weird look on her face, like plastered. And then she'll get online and try to fix her face to make it look like she's unfazed and she's on something. If you're on something, sweetie, how come I'm not homeless? If you're on something, sweetie, how come I'm not doing like Diana Ricky was doing? You targeted her. Yeah. Oh, and all that comes out in the lawsuit too. Then I'm going to win settlements by other people too, like Diana Ricky, because the plot that you had on her is going to come out and how you use corrupt ties and corrupt departments for that. These people do the same thing every time. They use it as an attack dog, and they use corrupt departments, and they create corrupt ties, and they use blackmail and extortion to do so. hmm And they use women to do it, enticing with what? Right? You think I don't know what y'all do? You think I don't know what Ashes was doing with the Michigan Police Department? You think I didn't hear what she told that officer? She said that the officer preferred you know what as opposed to women, that she was there and participating. Okay, well, then that means that you're having what kind of parties? But you think I can't hear and listen? Do you think I was there because I like chicken legs? Or do you think I was there because Batman is the world's greatest detective and God put me in that position to see what was going on? Okay, let's get real. None of you could even handle me. I mean, literally, like, you're not built like that. Like, y'all are slow and you literally could not handle me. I was too much for you, right? Just like I was too much for Alexis, Texas. Yeah, that's all real. So what are you talking about? When you talk to a celebrity, make sure you get my name right. Don't come out your mouth with my name unless you put some respect. Go ahead and buy you a dasher, like a salt pepper dasher, and label it Respecka. And you pour that on your tongue every time you say my name. You put some Respecka on my name when you speak it. You got that? Ain't playing about nothing. This is all cold hard facts. What do you mean? Alexis Texas couldn't even handle me. We all know this. What? Couldn't handle me, literally. Was sitting there complaining, whining, right? Yeah, Alexis Texas had to go get water bottle. Right? It's too much for me. But y'all want to defend little homies? So I'm proof that the stereotype ain't real, right? Yeah. So what are you talking about? You think Christina doesn't know I'm stacked? You think she doesn't know about me? What? See what I'm saying? But you want to talk about uncomfortable stuff like that, like and misconstrue it. Like, yeah, y'all phased by me, just like all the brothers are phased by me because I can outdo you in every category and have been my entire life. So what's up with you white broads? Why y'all so against your own people and have no respect for yourself? Huh? If the stereotypes ain't true and I'm better than the brothers all around in every department and physically, yes. hmm Then how would you sit here and act like you're attracted to somebody that looks like, I don't know, like, Aunt Jemima's syrup? What? How would you act like you're attracted to something that looks like charcoal? Ooh, ooh, yeah, I went there. Sorry, but what? Because I sure ain't. I'll tell you that. I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, a white girl as opposed to them, I mean, bro, is no comparison. I'm just being honest. I mean, whatever's wrong with y'all, I think it's just really, really deep insecurities, obviously, like y'all have on here, and just a lot of self esteem issues. Yeah, you deal with what you think you can get away with. What you deal with low level stuff. That's why y'all deal with these brothers and entertain them, and then you betray them, and then they act surprised. Well, I could have told you that, brother. All you brothers need to come talk to me. You're trying to date these white broads. You better come talk to me. I know everything about all of them. They're all dirty and no good. You understand? Like, what do you mean? Hmm? I'm sorry, but what? Who's really in a position of power? Who really does what they want to do? They act like I'm scared, or I'm scared to take action and do what I need to do and do what I do every day, or to make money or take opportunities or risks or take a chance to advance. Not at all. I do whatever I need to do, whatever puts food on the table and money in my pocket the right way. I know how to make legal money. I know how to do everything the right way by the book. Look how quiet they is. We've been on here for hours, bro. It's almost an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm addressing them direct. But you did all this talking last night. What was you typing for? You see what I'm saying? Y'all ain't real, bro. You want to do a bunch of talking, typing. What is that, bro? Just let people be, man. How many times we got to ask you? See, you don't have a choice. You have to by law. Yeah, no, nobody has to go file a lawsuit. They don't have to run to courtrooms like y'all cowards. They don't have to do none of that. No, they don't. You just have to respect the law. When somebody says, hey, yo, back up. I'm not talking to you. Why are you approaching me? You have no business approaching that person. Let people be, leave them alone. How many times people got to tell you? You ain't built like that, man. You ain't tough. Come on, man. That's not tough. That's just petty. See the point? If people don't want to talk to you, man, I mean, you can't get attention elsewhere. You ain't got no real friends, and none of them do. See what I'm saying? Now you ain't listening, bro. I did my thing all through shelters. I was in the bridge in Dallas. I've been in the Arch in Austin. I did my thing all over the nation. Y'all act like I lived in shelters. No, I lived in mansions and estates. I lived in studio apartments. I lived in uh apartments bigger than all y'all's homes. I lived in what else? Condos on the island that I was paying every day for $1,000. I'm sorry, but what? When I lived in my truck, I was doing better than all y'all. When I was in Miami, when I was out of high school, right? I became a millionaire shortly after, but for a little while, I was living in my truck out there. I had a good time. I'd take baths wherever, do my thing, go to the park, play ball, go sleep in my truck. I was writing my music. Like, I was doing well. I had all this knowledge. I knew what I was going to do to some extent in my life. I knew I was going to have a beautiful future, and I went out and did it. I've done so much in my life, it's unreal. Like, what are you talking about? I'm 35. I'm retired. I've had my time. I'm just barely getting started. Don't talk to me like I'm not who I am, bro. I don't play like that. See, that's the thing. Like, they trying to act like, oh, they get someone upset. No, I'm telling you before you even start running your mouth, don't even come at me like that. I don't play like that. You're going to talk to me as who I am. Whatever I accomplish, I don't let that slide. You don't have a choice. I'm going to make you acknowledge my success. See the difference? See, when you work as hard as me and I put everything in my life on the line to get this far in what I do, my career is not even like safe. And you think that I'm gonna let you just get away with, oh, I'm gonna talk to you a way that you not, yeah, nah, bro, you're gonna talk to me as who I am. What? I don't care who you is. So that's what they don't get, man. They sitting here telling me I'm making the wrong decisions. How? Because Christina and I are in love and we're in an online relationship until she gets here physically? How is that a bad thing? That's a good thing. What? Because we're gonna have millions of dollars and you have nothing? Right. So you're gonna try to talk to me and mention my girlfriend's name when I told you that's a no-no, don't ever do that? What? But you think you the devil? You trying to plant seeds of doubt? Well, the devil's pretty weak. Look at you. Look how quiet they is. Look how they ran. They ran away. Skedaddle. That's right, pumpkin. No, like I said, you want to start these issues and start running your mouth and start talking, but then you want to run away. Don't run away now. Right? That's the same way they are in reality. That's why you got to tell them in the streets, don't run now. Don't go. No, I thought you was crazy, bro. Where's all the energy? Right? Because none of y'all are crazy. All y'all on some whack stuff. And in reality, all y'all sensitive as hell and super soft, hypersensitive. Oh, my little fragile ego. Oh, gee. Oh, I can't get my way. Oh, you couldn't get your way, so you start issuing illegal statements. What did Charles Wofford tell y'all in my last show today? If you're issuing me illegal statements, that's illegal. You go to prison for that. Y'all been doing that forever. Y'all do that with my Cash App. You know how illegal that is to use Cash App to communicate when you're issuing illegal statements towards me? What? So you think like y'all these people are claiming that they're lords, like they think they're like the biggest criminals in the world, and this is some rust bucket driving payment cars, families paying their car payments, spoiled, entitled, rotten millennials who ain't never worked a day in their life. What? You is hilarious, bruh. You reaching. You is not that. Y'all is bottom of the barrel crabs in the bucket. Make sure you act like what you is. Stay in your place, all right, and fix your ponytail, all right. I don't know anybody who walks with a slouch and then got the nerve and audacity to go online and project that issue. I do walk up straight. I just got posture that's relaxed because I'm an athlete. Feel what I'm saying? Like, what? Do I look like I'm not sitting up straight? I'm sitting up straight. I'm down in the chair. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So see what I'm saying? These people, they don't make no sense, man. They want to sit there, they want to run their mouth, but you don't got a chain that cost over $1,000. I got Gucci flats right here. They cost a couple of $1,000. I'm wearing Air Jordans. This Under Armour costs plenty of dough. The beanie costs plenty of dough. But what do you have? Some of you gang stalkers stole clothes from me and hold my clothes so you can do your witchcraft little rituals. Does that stuff work? You only been doing it forever. Do I not look healthy as hell and better than ever? Right, because you're not real witches. Stop running your mouth. I'm not going to tell you again. What part of that don't you get when a man tells you what it is and what you going to do? Sorry, but what? Yeah. Stop using the YouTube to pretend you act the way that you don't. That ain't your behavior in reality. Y'all are real calm and docile and you kiss up to people. All of them. Them people, when they see me, if they ever come across me, they're going to try to talk to me and be polite. We ain't doing no talking. You did what you did. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you, and I'm not going to get upset around you or act out of character. I'm going to get the hell away from you and say, nope, see me in court. See, I don't play with people like this because people like this is who all they do. You see their intentions. They're trying to be a downfall for whoever they can be. Let them drag someone else down. You got to be smart enough to get away from people like this. They want to act like they're tough. No, more power to you, man. Do all that hooting and hollering. Yeah, you real tough. You tough because people have everything going for them, and you don't have nothing. We know who's tough and who not, bro. Just like we found out in Sterling Heights out there in Michigan who was tough. Yeah, what I did was tough. What you did was cowardly. That wasn't a good look. What do you mean? Yeah, so you try to twist reality, and that's supposed to bother me that you just start running your mouth, bro. People are laughing at you. Have been since day one. Everybody in Austin laugh at you. What do you mean? The banditos are laughing at you. The banditos knew what you did. Remember when they was pissed about it? Mm-hmm. What? There was tons of people that wanted to literally defend me. I said, mind your business. You understand? Because see, I don't play like that. I don't play with none of y'all. Because all y'all, those are the type of people you are. You want to involve people in things they got no involvement in. All y'all is just a bunch of walking failures that if anybody even associates with you or gets near you, they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose. And I'm just not playing that game. That's why I don't deal with people. That's why I'm basically a recluse. I don't talk to nobody. I don't deal with people. I'm a man of God. If people are bothering me, that's a felony. It's impossible for anyone to be talking to me because I mind my business. I'm a man of God. I'm about the Bible. I'm about God. I'm about exercising. I'm about everything that's about God. I don't do nothing wrong. I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to defend my life. You better get that right. So again, why are you talking to me? That's what I thought. Now back up. Go on about your business. I'm a man of God. God is not a weak person. He doesn't want his children to be weak. He wants us to stand our ground and be strong. This is our land. The meek shall inherit the earth. You're talking about a bunch of materialism. I don't care about that. I manifest billions of dollars. Can you hear? Do you need cashless bank to pay for your ear exam? Look how quiet they is. Look how they not saying nothing. Right. They jealous of all this wealth, Wody. They jealous of stuff that literally this is nothing to me. This is like when red pill lays golden eggs. That's what I do with this type of stuff. It don't mean nothing. I'll throw this in the garbage. Literally. This cost $1,000+ bro. This is something none of these folks have. I don't care about none of this stuff. Well, what? They want to keep associating me like I'm tied to what I own. That's you. You think everything an extension of you. You are not how much money you have in the bank. You are not your khakis. You are not your material possessions. The things you own end up owning you if you allow it. Yeah, no, see, I'm smart. I told you, I use the Tyler Durden philosophy in my life. So don't tell me I've done something wrong or I've lied when I haven't. I don't play like that. Now you've been corrected. Now move forward. See how you can't say anything with facts? So why last night did that individual keep typing as if they were saying anything when they were literally babbling? That's insanity, bro. That was lunacy. Like I've never seen anyone that pressed and triggered over anyone's success. I've never heard of NBA players going through this. I've never heard of anyone receiving this type of treatment, right? So what does it show? That everything I'm saying is true and that you have an America that is all a lie and all these people are poor, like I said, all of them. All of them. Goodbye, dude. I don't care about what you're talking about, man. All that nonsense is not a way of coming at me, brother. Like I said, I'm going to make sure all y'all come at me correct. See, they think that's an answer. They keep trying to do the same thing, right? And you're not a troll. You understand? So, like I said, when you talk towards me, you make sure you respect me. Okay, boy? And that's it. So all of you know what it is and you know reality. Is there anything further? Is there no one else? Look at the title. My chain cost over $1,000. My watch cost $530 on my wrist. Got you pissed right here. Straight up Michael Kors. What are you talking about? Well, I got tons of stuff cost a bunch of money I could show you. For what? Who is you? I don't owe you nothing. You stay out of my business. I don't let nobody up in my business. Right? See, that's the thing. No, you online trying to take advantage of YouTube. Google is ruled an illegal organization. So you think I'm gonna let an illegal organization invade my privacy and tell me what to do? You are hilarious. It's called standing up to these people. It's called standing up to folks who are cowards and standing up for what's right. Why don't you other people do it? Huh? I'm in a good mood right now. I'm in a good mood every day, baby. I'm out here shining, looking good. I age backwards. Every day I get younger. What do you mean? I'm 35, bro. I feel like I'm literally like super young, bro. Real talk. Look at me. When I shave again, bro, y'all gonna see, like I look super young, bro. I'm telling you, if I go out to bars, they have to card me and ID me. They've chased me down. I need your ID, bro. Like you look way too young. I'm like, why? Thank you. Why? Thank you. And I'm the most gangster, thuggest individual in the world. And I have to sit like that's what I'm saying. I'm like the ladybug and Bugs Life. I told you, like I look so cute that people like really think that I'm not like of age. Like that's crazy, bro. I'm 35, about to be 36. Why? Thank you. What a sweet thing to say. You know what I mean? That's what these people don't get. No, you mad because I shine. You mad because you wish you looked like me. You mad because you wish that your life was like mine. You wish that you had God on your side. You wish you were God's favorite. I'm God's favorite. You people gonna lose. Y'all crumbling. You's a crumb. That's what you is. Real talk. What you mean? God is riding, bro. God told me vengeance is mine, and like I said, they all dropping like flies, and I'm sitting here laughing. That's all I'm doing. No, all I'm doing is laughing and waiting. I'm waiting to laugh and celebrate and buy another birthday cake for each one of you. That's what I'm doing. Just like I did with Tiffany Draper. Oh, I stand on everything I said. What are you talking about? Tiffany Draper was a coward. She slandered and smeared my name and was gang stalking me across state lines. She would have been part of this federal lawsuit, right? And then that stuff happened. I believe it was with a motor vehicle because them people can't drive. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh, right? And you had Miguel talking about my business, talking about, oh, but you said something about Tiffany Draper. Yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm sorry, but what? Ding dong. Yeah, yeah. We celebrate, baby. We celebrate when y'all fools get your karma. That's right. It ain't just for Tiffany Drake. Any of you, I'll go buy a birthday cake. Every time, real talk, every time that y'all fools go through something like that, we gonna go celebrate now. How about that? What are you talking about? What do they say in Chicago? They be right. You're like, come on, dog. I'm sorry, but what? Yeah, and I went up there. I was in Minneapolis singing straight up to y'all direct. Did y'all do anything about it? She was a member of the Red Triangles. Just goes to show you ain't never helped no one. She was in rat apartments forever. Her entire everything she ever did, her existence was meaningless. And all she was part of a cult with Tommy Sotomayor, someone she never even met and didn't even know. This is the dilapidated circumstances of them brothers' culture, of those people in their group. They don't have nothing. She was broken, poor always. She was miserable. She tried to work a job in Dallas and she lost it because people found out she was a narc and a liar and they called her out for it. And then she tried to act like she was righteous and standing on business, right? A manipulative narc, just another coward in a little whack job that she wasn't even making any money at, sitting in offices. Who cares about that? Who cares about her? Nobody. Nobody cared. Nobody cared, bro. Nobody cared about none of the people you talk about. Nobody cared about Tiffany. Nobody cared about her. I don't know none of you people, right? That Rat Smith, nobody cares about her. And then Rat Smith came out and proved that she's completely was part of the plot for what happened to that Tiffany Chrisman chick. And this made the news wherever they're at. That's upstate, up north, whatever. I don't know none of these folks. And so if she got proven, and I know I'm positive, bro, it's common sense. There was conspiracy within that, and that Cat Smith is her name, and this is public knowledge, so people are watching, feds, FBI, everybody, and officials. Cat Smith knew Tiffany Chrisman. Tiffany Chrisman had something horrendous happen to her, and I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that Cat Smith knew and possibly paid off and hired the guy who did that concerning Tiffany Crispin. And I believe that Lamar Wills, who's in Benton Harbor, Michigan, as well, played a major role in that. So them people are putting active you know what's on their own members of the Red Triangles. The Red Triangles are not only dropping like flies, but they're dismantling each other. They're literally going at each other. hmm And I'm talking doing real things that carry life sentences. Lamar Wills is going to end up serving a life sentence. He's going to get exactly what he's begged the internet for. All he does is go online and talk reckless and say, I'll do this, I'll do that. But yet he runs from that dude. What's the guy's name? Is it Steven or Michael Stevens? He runs from Michael Stevens. He's still online talking greasy to Michael Stevens, but every time he sees Michael Stevens, he backs down and runs away. Michael Stevens literally owned him in that gas station, and got the nerve to say that he won against Michael Stevens. When did that happen? What? You won against somebody who you scared of, and he walked right up to you and challenged you and said, "I want to know what's good," and you said, "I don't want no problems, bro. I'm all right. I'm done. I'm done. You know, talking. I don't like. I'm all right." And then you tried to change that and say that you were making a different kind of statement, bro. Use a joke, bro. And like I said, Mike Mills was drunk. You didn't do anything to him. You're delusional, bro. And all them folks that support that and are talking to you and doing little donations, that's some weirdo stuff. That's straight insanity, bro. It's a joke, bro. Out here in these streets, use a joke. To everybody in reality, use a joke. Don't nobody take you serious, bro. Your own family and people disowned you. They don't want nothing to do with you. And they know you're a pedo because everybody caught you with what you did and what you do on Fortnite. hmm What are you talking about? We know who you talk to on your Fortnite. All that stuff's going to be investigated and looked into too, Lamar Wills. Anything else? Yeah, you had everything to do with that Tiffany Christmas incident. It's why y'all show fake mourning, fake what do you call it? Yeah, like mourning, like acting like they care. You didn't care about Tiffany Christmas. What? That stuff wasn't random. I mean, it's possible, but I highly doubt it. I believe 100%, and it just is common sense. And see, the thing is, it's kind of proven. And see, I operate off facts, and this is proof here because Cat Smith went on the news after that and was fake crying and showing fake mourning, right, to try to pretend. So that's what narcs do. She could be the one who did it and called for the active, you know what, on Tiffany Christmas, Cat Smith, and then she went on the camera to pretend she was crying. That's what a narc's going to do. They're going to revolve themselves around the scene, right, with what happened to her because they're the ones who did it. So she goes on the news to try to fake cry and cover it up like, oh, she was a good person. But if you look at her actions and her words online, just like Steve's exposed her, and Steve's already proved that she should be in prison for a life sentence, Cat Smith, that she has full responsibility. And then on top of that, the part Steve's was missing is she didn't just try to eat off of the name of Tiffany Christmas. She was clearly who had involvement and who did it. It's common sense because why else would she involve herself and then be on the news telling me, oh, yeah, Tiffany was this and that and blah, blah, blah. Right. That's going to be the move of a narc to try to cover it up. And I'm going to go as far as to say she probably has corrupt ties. How do you know it's not an inside job with the department? That's what most of y'all are doing. That's what they did with Tia down here with the penguin, right? Had to be corrupt ties. How did he get away with that? The dude got away with the highest crime you can commit. We all know what you did to Tia, your wife. It's on camera. What? You provided her the stuff she was on. You left her out in the street night after night after night for no reason. That's a word. It starts with an A. What's it called? Sorry, but what? It rhymes with refuse. So how are you not in prison for life, Penguin? Hmm? Jared Chason? Huh? Right? The man who keeps on committing felonies towards me that I'm not talking to? Why do you keep using your channel trying to use some weird stuff like you're talking back to me about statements I'm making? I talk about a movie, he wants to put up some movie thing. I talk about Austin at 6th Street, he goes there. Like, yeah, that's weird. And then when you've got your own, all your family in on it too, they're supporting you, gang stalking me, and you're literally moving and doing everything you're doing based off the strength of my words. And that's not weirdo stuff. What? Can you imagine if there was somebody on YouTube that I listened to, okay, and I'm a fan of and I'm obsessed with, and they say something like, let's say they said, I was in, I don't know, Indiana. And then I take a trip to Indiana, and then that becomes a repetitive thing, just like for years, everywhere I'd go eat, him and the brother would try to go over there. The gym I went to at Gold's, they stalked me over there. Those people let them do it and say, haters are going to hate. No, you're supporting a stalking plot, bro. Sorry, but what? Like, You could tell them I said it. That gym is a joke too. Like, what? I already got into it with them a million times. They already know what it is. What are you talking about? Those people are all soft. What are you talking about? Yeah, I can still have a membership there. I can go there. I can do what I want. What do you mean? Yeah, you don't control that. It's not just, oh, oh, you can just hate me out of everything and everywhere I go. See, no, any more of that, and I file federal charges. Hmm. When they try to say, oh, well, we're just going to discriminate. No, you're not. No, you're not. I guarantee you, you're not. Not anymore. No, you want to discriminate? I file a lawsuit. That's how that goes. A real one immediately. What? No, if I want a membership there, just like every other person in America, I can go there. You don't run that. Not the red triangles and not you. You understand? No, they were hating on me all the time in that gym, bro, because they saw I was stronger than all them fools. I play ball in the court and I'm better than everybody. Everybody knows I'm the best basketball player in the valley. So what? Who cares about a gold gym? You a joke and everybody there a joke. Tell them I said it. What are you talking about? I don't need a gym and I'm stronger than everybody in every gym across the country. I don't care about you people. That's what they do, try to give you a hard time. Every time I ever join in there, they try to make up lies on my name and start with the same nonsense that ain't even happening. Like what? Bro, I change clothes like every day. I take a shower like twice a day, every day. I've always had excellent hygiene. These people will literally just start making up lies everywhere. They do the same thing everywhere because the red triangles are following me. Carly Fiorina's following me around, and all y'all are doing this stuff, and I have full proof. No, I'm not paranoid. I'm proving it all. I have it all documented. Can't do that, man. That's collusion across state lines. Quit following me. It's weird. And you ain't doing it in the streets in reality. It's some coward stuff. You understand? See, that's my thing. I don't respect cowards, bro. Anybody got something to say, man, say how you feel, bro. Yeah, you feel me? Like I said, this is what they do with legends. See what I'm saying? No, it's a badge of honor, man. If people gang stalking me and they scared of me like that and they moving around me and playing all these games, that just proves I'm a legend. Right, because they look at me like a like an animal, like something superhuman, something bigger than they could ever conceive, and that's what I am. That don't mean you get to treat me some way. See, I'm a star. Y'all wanted to bring up Wes Watson because I said Wes Watson. What's Wes Watson got to do with me? Wes Watson is a joke. Wes Watson ain't no tiger or lion. Wes Watson is a joke. Wes Watson is just a dude who took some steroids and ran his mouth. He's not big. He's not strong. He's weak as hell. What are you talking about? What? Y'all really think that fool's scary? Hell, have him sign the waiver then. Quit playing about it and doing fake interviews on YouTube and running your mouth. Wes Watson, you can sign the waiver. I guarantee victory. Guarantee it, bro. Are you serious, bro? A dude like that, much less a wannabe bodybuilder. Bodybuilders can't box. Sorry, but what? What, Wody? I'm sorry, but what? Do you have any idea who I am and how much history I got in these streets? Do you know what? I'm a million and oh in the streets. I did bar security for like 7, 8, 10 years. Ain't never been touched. I was being modest and humble when I said 6 years. It was longer than that. I'm sorry, but what? Probably did it for over a decade on and off. Oh, funny. When I pulled up on 6th Street in Austin, when I came back, because I was born in Austin, I grew up there. When I came out there, I was driving a Porsche with the top down with over $300,000 in the bank. I got targeted. I got set up. I was facing a whole bunch of crazy, serious stuff, situations. The stress was there wearing on me, everything. And these people were corrupt and they were breaking the law every way. They stole cars from me, never did anything about it, didn't tow my vehicle. That was illegal. All that stuff gets brought up in the federal lawsuit. Then they had somebody poke holes in my tire and I survived the thing with the Crown Vic and flipped 5 times. No, see, I didn't have a downfall. There's nothing funny. You're not going to sit here and fake laugh about my suffering and pain and what I've been through. There's nothing funny over here or a joke about my life. My life ain't a joke. You're the joke. Anything else? So see, that's the thing. People got to watch. You got to watch how you talk. You got to watch your mouth with me. You gonna watch how you speak. Nah, you ain't gonna. I've been through too much. You gonna talk about my pain? What other people might put up with that because you ain't been through what I've been through. Yeah, no, I survived direct. The person that all that stuff was with, that ex, they're the ones who had those holes put in my tire. Why are they not in prison? That was an attempt on me, on my you know what. See the point? Oh, it's clear as day it came from them. And there was a hole in the tire in the Porsche the same day and the Crown Vic. Come on, bro. Because they sent someone to put holes in my tires. How is that possible? And you're going to tell me these folks wasn't corrupt at that time? Oh, they was corrupt because they was right here. They could have stopped it. What do you mean? How is my car in front of my home, in front of my mansion, and somehow the window gets knocked out? It's the same thing that they did at that hotel that they tried to act like they banned me from when I showed up to the door because the dude walked over there and he's talking about your window is whatever knocked out. And I said, yeah, you did it. And that was the truth. So what are you talking about? Y'all people funny, bro. That's what they did. They tried to target me with corruption and outnumber me and gang up on me and then try to say intimidating illegal statements to me like in the jail. Like, if you file a lawsuit, we're going to do this. You ain't going to do nothing. And ain't nobody scared of you, little coward. You're all 3 feet tall down here. Stay in your place. Why don't we say the truth? Why don't we say the truth? How all y'all corrupt and that's what you do. You try to talk crazy to people behind closed doors like you scaring someone and you ended up talking to the gangster who ain't scared of nobody. So then y'all lost and you got put in your place. The gangster took all y'all head on and won. That's why I had a case. That was my whole history. Yeah, no, I stood up on business and did the right thing, right? And y'all lost and I laughed in your face. Y'all got what you deserved. Every one of you. Yeah, what do you mean? See, you thought you was going to play with God's son and the Messiah and not get what you deserved? You got what you deserved. You don't understand? Take your loss, hold your L, and walk away. You understand? Like, what? What are you talking about? And that was small karma. That was small peanuts. What? For the things that all you people did, oh, God's got a lot more karma in store. That's karma. I mean, that's common sense. And I don't forget nothing, doggy. What do you mean? Like I said, friend of none of you. But I don't care what time we in. I don't care how much time has passed. I ain't never gonna forget what these people did to me down here. What? You serious? Are we friends? We cool now? We ain't cool. What y'all ain't providing me a dime? Like I said, all these fools they want to honk and all this nonsense and ain't about nothing. You understand? Bro, your camera ain't on, man. If your camera ain't on, I'm gonna ban you. That's common sense, man. Why y'all do that to yourself? Because you ain't here to talk. See them names? That's people I don't affiliate with, man. Why y'all keep coming over here, man? Can you hear, bro? I'm literally sitting here explaining it to you, the whole thing. Hold up. How many times somebody got to explain to these folks? I don't have a connection with you. You don't run YouTube, Wody. I do. This is my network. You can go ahead and leave YouTube. Get off. All y'all gonna get off my network. Just like I told you, I run this. Just like this is my home, my land. I'm the boss. I do what I want to do. This is my land in this state, in this country. All of this land belong to me. You're in my country, Duke. You're gonna do what I say. You come into YouTube, you'll do what you're told. Now we're gonna run it like that. Y'all want an enforcer so much you want to run your mouth? No problem. People run their mouth. I told you what, I don't want problems with nobody. But when people say they want problems, I say no problem. Let's get started now. Let's begin, Willie. Oh, now you don't want to talk, huh? You ain't doing all that cyber stuff now, right? You ain't running your mouth now. That's what I thought. You boys, silly. Straight up, all of them. They been silly. Yeah, look at that money. Look at all that money. Look, this ain't nothing. Was cashing oil checks for years. They mad at my wealth. They was mad because I own a Porsche. Yeah, I never put no car on payments. I own my Porsche. I still got it. What do you mean I had a downfall? I own my Porsche. I paid $25,000 for it. The only reason why I'm not driving it is because a mechanic down here was hating and he messed it up. And that's another lawsuit. Yep, I got to sue and file a lawsuit on that mechanic too that was hating. Some little rat mechanic. That's the only reason. Because I'm a mechanic. If he ruined the car, he's got to pay punitive damages to replace that car. See, these people don't get it. This is why I sat back and I waited, because I understand when you got the whole world going against me, I got to let all y'all do what you're doing, and you're going to do yourself in, sucker. You're going to do it to yourself. No, I don't seek revenge, ever. I let God handle it. You understand? No, 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 no. I already did all that. See, check my history. I already did the whole crashing out for real. And we don't crash out because we ain't the culture. We ain't you brothers. You crash out because you're silly and you can't think. No, we don't crash out. White people, my people invented actually being a gangster and getting busy. Y'all call it being triggered and pressed or reacting. Reacting ain't that. That's what men are supposed to do. Crashing out is when you have a negative result. No, we just get busy. We set people straight and get people in line real quick. You understand? We do gangster stuff. You can't call yourself a gangster and not get gully and gangster. Getting gully means being active. You've got to put work in. You got to get busy. Putting work in makes you a gangster. What work y'all ever put in? What work Red Pill ever put in? Hiding behind the internet, complaining, making excuses. I'm on probation. I don't care what you're on, bro. Want to run your mouth? What's up? Hmm? Don't act like we scared of you, some little 3 foot tall chicken flapping his wings. A bird that can't fly like the penguin. I'm sorry, but what? Boy, I really, really will definitely print that waiver for you. Please sign that waiver. What? Please, please sign that waiver, bro. I would love to get a 6 foot tall dude in the ring with me. You funny, bro. Want to sit there and underestimate me and play games with me on the internet? Hi, and boy, stop it. You will never, ever sign that waiver. I promise that. And I have to give it to you. And I already told you, someone like you who's fake and you want to pretend and keep committing felonies, I'm not giving you a waiver. You understand? You got so much to say it in front of me. Yeah. You don't get a waiver, brother. You know what I mean? You want to run your mouth and be fake? Cool. Like I said, I don't care who run their mouth. Why would I compromise myself when I'm in the rich position and wealthy and I got assets and equity and I'm a grown man that has to deal with finances and financial responsibility regardless? I'm focused on my survival right now. You people have done enough to mess that up and mess up my equilibrium and my rhythm. I'm not going to play these games no more. Now we're going to be real on point and concise about what we do and keep it pushing. That's it. Just like I'm about to get off of here in about 3 minutes because it's about to be 3 minutes. I got better things to do, man. I got stuff to do, bro. I work, I do my job, and that's it. Outside of that, everything else is a waste of my time and pointless. Talking to you folks, it's a waste of my time. I'm on here to speak and educate the public and get my money. hmm That's about it. You saw that light, right? It'd be weird too. There'll be games like that too, where there'll be like random lights. And I have a question for you. If you're going to ask a question, make sure that it makes sense because that's that question. See, it doesn't bother me. It just doesn't make coherent sense. I can't answer a question that's not a solid question based in this reality. You're alluding to something that's your jaded perspective. So people who are wealthy don't ask for money, they do every day. Trump's entire campaign funds, like I said, if you fix your hearing and listen, we've been over this 8 million times, brother. Everything you say has been answered. Why should I answer it again? Quit repeating yourself. How about that? Fool. There's a storm. That's what it is. It's lightning. So yeah, like I said, no, that's not how it works. Trump begs for all his campaign funds. Why are you begging? That's the better question. Why do I ask for money? Brother, I'm not going to explain to you again. I've answered your question. I don't ask for anything. I have a business. This is a service. I provide a service. You pay me. I don't have to ask for anything. Never once in my life have I asked anyone for anything. Donate and be quiet. Did I ask you or did I tell you what to do? See, you're delusional, sir. I don't need to talk to you. That's it. See, you want to have a conversation. That's not conducive to a financial connoisseur who's a man of value for real and is really teaching people and educating the public and has everything to show you the formula for actual success and how to work to get there and how to compound and build businesses. Why would I sit here and play with you? You want to ask me fake questions. People who are wealthy and rich, why would they not ask for anything? If I was set up and targeted and I had to keep rebuilding and starting from scratch, and you all just called the job that I was working and didn't let me work, and you got me fake fired, and the dude lost both jobs, got his karma, and got ran out the neighborhood and got sunned and G-checked to his face, then tried to snitch, and that didn't work. That's a silly question to ask me, don't you think? Because you're the one who did all that. So you're looking at felony charges and life in prison for trying to tamper with my life and my livelihood and me working, and they have to pay me money and you owe me money, so I get a settlement out of that. You're not doing me a disservice, you're doing me a favor. So again, no, you're asking for stuff. You beg for money. Y'all live off donations. What do you mean? I've never asked anyone for anything. I don't have to. I work every day. I go to work by myself. I make every dime of which I make by myself. I pay my phone bill by myself. At what point have I ever asked anyone for anything? Not once in my life have I ever asked anyone for anything, ever. What? I'm serious. Any donation I get, any gratuity I get from people, I never ask them. I know how to talk and allude to it. I know how to play mental mind games to get somebody to hand me money. That's how smart I am. I never ask. I don't have to. What do I ever say? Can you please give me $5? If I say, can y'all donate, is that asking you for money? No, that's saying, can you go ahead and do your job? Totally different things. So you need to go take English class. This is why they wanted me to teach English at the university because you're slow. Right? But yet you're facing a life sentence in prison and I'm free. So who's smart? So how would you get off asking me any question if you're the one who doesn't make any sense? You understand? Why are you doing that? That's a better question. See, with you, there's always a better question because you're trying to act like you're invisible and you're not held accountable, but you are. I'm calling all of you slow. Now get out my show. Now what are you gonna do about it? Do something about it, Tro. Right. Ain't gonna do nothing. Boy, ain't gonna do nothing, boy. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Look at all that money. Look at money, money, money. Can you see it? You got your eyes fixed yet? Oh, y'all blind. They can't see, bro. They pulling the Ray Charles. Can you see that? Money, money, money. Yeah, boy. Straight gangster West Side. We run this. Yeah, this is my state. Texas is mine. Not Kurt Cobain's. Stole the name of Kurt Cobain. How pathetic can you be doing that fake singing? The girls out like it when you walk on green. Y'all want to copy my people so bad it's unreal. You know he got that whole rhythm from Spade, Cooley, Tex Ritter, all the legends, Hank Williams, all my people. That sounds like the way I sing, right? Try to copy it and they can't come close. On and on and on now. Yeah, y'all want to be me. I brought the legend back. We created all this real rap, homie. I'm the creator, bro. I created all of you. What you talking about? I'm ashamed of my creation. Y'all is a joke. Feel me, Wody? Anything else you got to say? How about you get yourself this chain? Who said you could ask me anything? Who told you to think? How about that? Yeah, see, you got me all the way messed up. You talking to a whole different being, bro. I'm not a nice guy, Wody. You understand? People don't play with me. What's up? Huh? You doing a lot of typing. Feel me? We don't do no typing over here. We talk right in front of your face and stare at you. We went in right in front of you and rubbing it in. Yeah, we making it rain in front of your face with stacks. What you mean? Talking about money, but ain't got none. Boy, stop it. Boy, stop it. Can't be serious, boy. Look, that's all they do is play games. Look, bye. Oh, ain't none of you gonna mess up my stream. Right, see? That's what they do. When things don't go their way, they throw a hissy fit tantrum. So they try to send another agent. Anytime you send an agent, that's a felony. See, y'all can't even move out here in these streets or online without committing a crime. Y'all funny as hell. What? Try to send an agent because they want to get him on the panel here so they can try to, do something to try to get me to have to delete the stream because you got put in your place with the facts and you don't like that too much truth is getting said. Like I told you folks, these folks trying to silence me, Wody. Keep watching what happened and ain't nobody gonna silence me. You understand? Y'all were already silenced. Now be quiet. Y'all been silenced. They don't have a voice. They want to front and pretend like reality ain't real. You know what it is, boy. I got my enemies hiding and running. Y'all all in hiding, ducking. I'm gonna finish my drink. I'm gonna get going. I got better stuff to do, bro. Y'all boring. Real talk. Like I got plenty to do, bro. I do research. I study criminals. I study all these gangs. I'm coming up against everybody winning. I got a job to do, man. I'm Batman. See, that's my deal. All I've tried to do these past years is work and do my career. You think I don't feel some way about the fact that you trying to stop me from working all the time and interfere with me while I'm working? I don't play like that. Don't ever get on my phone playing. You come to this chat that's playing on my phone. I don't tolerate that. Bodie, you got something to say? Like I said, say it. I'm right here, bro. But I'm not on a computer. I'm out here in reality. See my point? Yeah. Y'all scary, bro. Y'all was terrified, man. Huh? Like I said, quit talking on the internet like people, different people, bro. I think you know who I am. I think you know what it is. Huh? Run everything, bro. You understand that? You ever talk to somebody that really run the streets, that really run everything? I'm not a nice individual, bro. I'm very scary, homie. You think you know me? Really? So you know what happened, right? You know about my history a little bit? Does it look like I'm somebody people play with? Huh? Does it? Really? So you don't remember all the stuff that happened? You just saw a little taste of it, right? That was fun. Yeah, that was for fun. I play games with people for fun, but I play real games. I don't hide. So what you mean? Huh? Thought something was sweet over here? Talking to a bat? Talking to a whole vampire? The vampire likes to talk in person. I want to see who I'm looking at. You understand? You got something to say? Huh? Does it look like I'm playing? Yeah, that's what I thought, boy. Y'all funny, bro. They want to do whatever they want, but he can't be himself. I'll do what I want. Now do something about it. I'm a field day with y'all on here now. I told y'all. I told y'all didn't want to get me started. Now we gonna play. Let the games begin. Now we gonna play my game. Now, like I said, how come you keep talking hiding online? Y'all want to send agents, right? Okay, send all the agents you can. Send them, but don't do no talking. Send them agents. In reality. When they gonna do that, man? When they gonna do something, huh? Huh? I don't see nothing. I see a lot of hiding and talking. Yeah, I laugh at folks like you. You could never walk in my shoes. You don't know nothing about the walk I come from, Wody. Trust me on that. Trust me, bro. I done hustled a lot of lot better players than you, Sydney. And just like he told Cindy Dean, don't worry, Sydney. I hustled a hell of a lot better players than you. I done came up against people 8 million times worse than you and won. Completely defeated them. I don't even have enemies. None. I have no enemies. hmm You figure it out for yourself what reality is. I don't play with my enemies. I don't play games. I don't negotiate nothing. Like, what's up? You understand? You about something? Really? Okay, show me. I'm from the hood, bro. I don't care about nothing for real, bro. Nothing. Show me. Quit talking. You gonna get to showing yet? How many years I gotta wait for you to show me something? I want to see something. Show me something. You doing too much talking. That's what I thought. Sit down and be quiet, cause you ain't gonna show me nothing, right, Wody? Ain't gonna show me nothing. Gonna sit there and keep on typing. Yeah, they don't respect that in shelters. They don't respect that in prisons or jails. Quit running your mouth. Show me something. What's up? You guys to get busy. Put work in. Huh? Exactly. Want to act like they know people, homie. These people wouldn't come within 5,000 miles of me, man. They shook. Right. Talking to actual general. Bro, I'm maniacal with this stuff, bro. You know how I took over the streets? Because I'm maniacal with it, man. Are you serious? You know what it takes to be me? You have any clue? You know how many enemies I've come up against and won? You know how many groups of people, families, whole people, bro? Are you serious, bro? I've really stopped people from eating for fun. I'm a mean dude, bro. For you to be talking crazy to me, that's funny. You want to act like I'm not who I am? Okay. Show me something though. Say it in front of me. I'm not so I haven't done everything I've done in my life. You want me to argue? Why are we gonna argue about that on the internet, bro? Why don't you come out here and say that in front of me? Why don't we argue about it in person? Since you want to argue, right? Huh, Wody? Huh? Yeah, do I look scared? Yeah, that's what I thought. They want to play with street gangsters who have no fear. Yeah. Whatever I want goes. How about that? I got all options. I do what I want, bro. Ain't nobody above nothing in this environment. Are you serious? It's every man for himself and we do what we want. Are you serious? I can make anyone do what I want, actually. Did you know that? Hmm? I got full power. I was trying to clean it up and make it look cute, but oh, you want to wake up the old me? Okay, it's on. What's up? All that typing. You imagine hiding behind a phone? I ain't hiding for nothing, bro. You know where I'm at. You know what's up all day, baby. I'm not going to do everything right, and then you sit there and still try to dump your problems on. No, man, I'm gonna get going, bro. Like I said, all these people on YouTube are relevant. They all nobodies. They looking for an identity because they ain't got one. I got better things to do, and every day I'm gonna win. But like I said, no, I've taken it personally. You wanted to go out your way to make it personal. It's personal. Now, like I said, what's good? What you gonna do? Not a thing. I'm gonna challenge you every day, bro. Like this is what people don't get, man. If it was me in the environment I come from, right? In the environments I come from, when people have problems and issues, they press that individual every day. With me, I've never even had a situation like that because whatever I want, I'm gonna get. See, that's the thing. Like I don't do things the way y'all do it. Y'all will really sit there and just argue with each other. That's not how I move, bro. You understand? Things with me is real, bro. You know about me, bro. I know what you're trying to do. See, you think you're smarter than everybody and you're not. I know what you're trying to do. You want to get gangsters hemmed up. The fact that you're facing life sentences for what you did online, it's because you have to do that because you're slow. Because what you want is you want that future for people like me. Because you see, I got a beautiful life and we balling and we shining. So you such a coward that instead of taking things head on and being direct about your problem because you got a huge chip on your shoulder towards me and you scared of me and you won't face me and I'm gonna call you out and I'm gonna press you every day now on here until you people show up and do something 100% in person. I'm out in the streets all day, bro. You understand? Like, oh no, bro, it's open 24/7 like a 7-Eleven, bro. Somebody got something to say it to me in front of me. Now I'm gonna press you every day on here. Feel me? That's the way that real street dudes move. I don't know who you talking to. I'm a savage. You serious? Yeah, no, I ain't gotta be someone I'm not. I show you who I am. You need to talk to me the right way. You feel me? You want to be diplomatic and act like it's fun and games and we friends? Then you better talk to me, right? Because I ain't your friend. I'm not friends with cowards. Friend to nobody, honestly. I don't make friends because I think all y'all fake. See, I got problems with everybody. I love problems, bro. I ain't nobody's friend. I just back everybody down and make an enemy out of everybody because I'm the white man. I do whatever I want. I'm stronger than all y'all. Y'all gonna do what I say. See, this is why you couldn't put me in no prison. You couldn't. You put me in a prison, I'm gonna take that prison over. I'm telling you right now. Straight up. See, you're not getting it. This ain't fake, Wody. This how I talk to all y'all fools. Now, like I said, if anybody don't like it, when's somebody gonna say something to my face? I ain't playing about nothing, bro. I'm gonna challenge all y'all. I'm gonna press all y'all every day. What do you mean? Anything I want, I get. Hmm? What you talking about? You thought something was sweet over here? Because we make our money legally? Hmm? You thought something was sweet? How's something sweet if we put illegal organizations out of business? If I shut down the cartel, hands on, how is something sweet? Huh? You talk about El Chapo. El Chapo's terrified of me. So that kind of makes the pecking order a little different. So you get online and you talk to gangsters that make El Chapo look like the mouse he is. You talk to gangsters greasy and crazy, and that makes sense to you, but you not out of your mind? I'm sorry, but what? You know me? You don't know nothing I've done in my life. You don't have no clue who I am, nothing about. I'm half Mexican, Wody. You don't know who I could be connected to. You don't have no clue what you talking to or about. And I'm sitting here telling you the fact that y'all even speaking to me, you putting yourself in a bad position, in a compromised position. I thought people knew that. You feel me? This is why I don't talk to folks in reality, because the minute you talking to me, Wody, you don't know who I am, son. Feel me? You talk to me, bro, you might want to do your research and figure out who you talking to, bro, because I'm telling you, bro, look the way I'm looking at you. This the same way I look at y'all in these streets. Don't ever sit there and pretend. You understand? Like what? The Batman is hungry, boy. You understand? This Batman is hungry. I ain't worried about no money, doggy. I'm a bat. Do you not get it? I'm a vampire. I come out of dungeons and stuff. I wear steel armor. I'm hungry. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to negotiate. I ain't here to look cute. I ain't here to be your friend. I'm here to take over everything and build my empire and my kingdom through being a straight warrior and a savage. When I'm out in these streets, I don't play at all. I'm not doing nothing for you people. I don't do nothing for no agencies. I don't uphold the law. I get busy and I scare the hell out of criminals. I'm sorry, but what? See, you want to come over here and hide behind computers and try to tell me what I do in my reality ain't real. Don't ever talk like that to no gangster. You feel me? I'm giving you advice. Don't do that. You're going to really, really piss them off. Because when people pay dues and go through real things in this lifetime, in this world, you are not going to disrespect that. Ain't nobody real going to let you do that. I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to press y'all every day until you learn your lesson now. You ain't going to disrespect me. Y'all want to talk about them phonies up there in Chicago and O Block and, oh, I'm from O Block and all them little cowards. That's fine. They can let you talk crazy to Kashis and all you little Fed informants. But you ain't going to talk about me and my people, my family, my girlfriend. No, you're not. And I'm checking you right now. Boy. Now, what you gonna do? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Who's telling me what to do? Like I said, and my music gets more views, more press releases, more spins than anything y'all will ever create. Worldwide independently. Website worth almost 2 grand. Boy, stop it. I ain't got time to talk to fools like you. You know how I look at all y'all on YouTube? Like the joke you are. Y'all ain't got no money, no bread. You can't even succeed on here. You don't have a business. All you like Rob Whack, homeless, living in a roach motel. He can't live in that roach motel forever. He's gonna be on the street soon, and I'm gonna laugh. Real talk. I bet you anything. Let me make a prediction. I bet you anything that all the red triangles gonna get what the hell they deserve. God's gonna deliver their karma on a silver platter. They're all dropping like flies, and I'm gonna eat a birthday cake celebrating when it all happens to all these people like Rob Whack. How about that? Can I be any more direct? God's coming, bro. God ain't playing with y'all. You feel me? All y'all swimming in your karma. Look at you, looking rough. All of them. I look better every day. All right. Talk to y'all fools later. All right. Stay soft, easy, and stay mad at my success, bro, because I got everything and I always will. You know why? God provides. See, I don't get things and attain equity and wealth to stress about it or argue with delusional folks on YouTube. I told you day one, I have nothing to prove to you, man. You tell yourself what you like, but I did prove you wrong. So that's it. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? I don't care what you have to say. You have to make sense when you talk. I own everything. I paid cash for everything I got, and I'm not going to have to say it again. So now what? Look how quiet they is. Easy. I own you. Stay mad. They'd gone online and saw me succeeding, and they got mad. and they thought they had something for me. Y'all funny as hell, boy. Like, you need to really get a life, find a job, get a hobby, buy an ant farm. All right, peace. I'm gonna always be rich. Stay mad. I know you mad and Preston Trigger. I love it. I'm exacerbated now. One.